Pro, proud supporter of our nation's first responders.
For muscle cramps and spasms, TheraWorks Relief works fast. So get back at it.
TheraWorks works.
For fast muscle relief, TheraWorks works. Available in stores everywhere.
If you lived or worked at Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987, you may have been drinking and bathing in toxic water that causes serious health issues. The good news is Congress has passed the Camp Lejeune Justice Act, which makes billions of dollars available to victims of the contaminated water. So if this has happened to you, call White Hart Legal right now. You may be entitled to a share of that money.
Call 1-800-236-6100. That's 1-800-236-6100.
So, how many vaccines have you given to people?
Me? About 1,000. Walgreens? Millions.
No way can I miss her big debut.
With your booster, I think you'll be there for every twirl.
Got a shot so my sister won't get sick.
Way to go, big bro.
So while we're here,
Flu shot as well?
let's do it.
When you need to talk vaccinations, our pharmacists are here.
Hold it right there. Well. Santa happens to know you've been very good boys and girls today. And because of that, we've got a special present for you. Elf?
Fudge.
All the way from Mill Valley, California. Last 4 pieces. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Golden hour.
You are looking live at the game day set here at Ferris Stadium in the Northside ISD, where a little later this evening you've got the Warren Warriors and the O'Connor Panthers battling in a big Northside District matchup. Don't go anywhere. Pick and pull South Texas high school football game day. It starts right now. And a very pleasant good Thursday evening to you, Gabe Farias and my man Sean Morris. We have got a good one tonight at Ferris Stadium. We had one a few weeks ago, which is a literal win and stay in kind of atmosphere tonight. The Warren Warriors and the O'Connor Panthers. Northside ISD football at its finest, and I'm excited. Warren comes in 4-3 on the season. They're 2-3 in district play. That's an important note.
Yes, it is.
O'Connor is 2-4 on the season, but their 2 wins are both district wins in 29 6A. This is going to be a fun atmosphere against 2 really evenly matched teams tonight.
And one of those wins for the O'Connor Panthers was against the Harlan Hawks, which you and I both picked Harlan to win that game big, and O'Connor surprised us all and beat them. So that sets them up going into the rest of the season in pretty good shape, because it is definitely a win and stay in type of a game.
And we were just talking to Carl Padilla here, the godfather of high school football locally, and Carl had mentioned not only is it a 3-team race for that 4th spot between O'Connor, Warren, and Stevens, there are scenarios where now Harlan, because of that O'Connor loss, I thought Harlan was almost a shoo-in for the 3rd spot. That is not the case. You could, at the end of the season, have 4 teams looking at 2 playoff spots, and that's when all heck breaks loose.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Harlan, Stevens, O'Connor, and Warren, 2 of the teams we're going to see tonight, and they're all going to be jumbled up. And there's still a lot of football left to play. I mean, we still got 4 more weeks left after this, so
yes, we do.
It's really anybody's game.
Speaking of football, we had some great performances from last week's action. Let's look at our top performers from week 7 of the season, starting with Burbank Bulldogs sophomore quarterback Kevin Hernandez scored all of the touchdowns the Bulldogs needed to defeat, the McCollum Cowboys 28-21. By the way, he was a receiver earlier in the season. Talk about your transition for an athlete.
Pretty impressive. Reagan Rattlers running back Carson Green, who was just named to the San Antonio All-Star game, ran for 195 yards and 3 touchdowns in their 52-10 win over the Madison Mavericks.
Talk about a stud athlete with a bright future. Alamo Heights Mules all-purpose offensive stud Michael Terry III completed the trifecta as he had a rushing touchdown, a 52-yard receiving touchdown, and a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. This kid is something to watch for the Alamo Heights Mules.
Pretty impressive. Just watch this here, folks. This is Reagan Rattlers kicker Matt Velasco. That's a 56-yard field goal. Some NFL players can't even do that.
I bet you I could do it.
Maybe.
I don't know. How about in a game you saw last week right here on MeTV, the Johnson Jaguars, Alex Tavares, a huge game, 170 all-purpose yards, including a 16-yard touchdown reception and an exhilarating 96-yard kickoff return in the Jags' big win over the Clark Cougars. What a game last week on MeTV.
Pretty impressive. The Brandeis Broncos quarterback J.C. Evans had a huge night, throwing for 217 yards and rushing for another 61. In fact, he accounted for all their touchdowns in their big 21-10 win over Churchill.
Steel Knights running back Jaden Bailey ran for 148 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Knights stay undefeated and continue to roll with their 42-24 win over the New Braunfels Unicorns.
How about Judson Rockets sophomore quarterback Elijah Favela? He's continuing his emergence with that Rocket offense. Had a huge performance in their win over East Central, going 17 of 23 in the air for 295 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. Not too shabby.
Favela is representative of some great sophomore quarterbacks. We saw one last week. Ty Hawkins might very well be the best, but there's some really good sophomore. There's a great one there at Steele as well. There's some pretty good sophomore quarterbacks here in Greater San Antonio.
Yeah, Ty Hawkins definitely my top one. That kid is quite impressive.
He's special. All right.
Yes, he is.
How about some big wins from Week 7 of the season, starting with the Brennan Bears? Sean, they were tested, and they narrowly defeated the Warren Warriors, who we are going to see right here on MeTV, 33-30, a big gut check win for the Brennan Bears.
Yes, it was, and a game that was pretty much played between the 40-yard lines. The Lanier Vokes defeated the Sam Houston Hurricanes by a whopping 8-7.
Little baseball score there.
It was.
How about the San Marcos Rattlers keep their playoff hopes alive as they open district play with a 28-24 win over the Clemens Buffaloes.
The number 13 in state Steel Knights take down the New Braunfels Unicorns 42-24. Stay perfect on the season at 6-0. And there's one of the reasons right there. This young man just outrunning everybody. Good effort at the end, but he gets in for the score.
That is a good football team. The Taft Raiders, they improved to 5-1. We will see where their standing is in 12's top 12. 41-35 victory over the Stevens Falcons. Taft on their way, it appears, to a playoff spot.
Absolutely. We talked about them earlier, the Burbank Bulldogs. Got my words jumbled up there. They stay in the playoff hunt. They defeated the McCollum Cowboys. Your McCollum Cowboys, 28-21.
You have to rub it in like that.
A little bit.
In a game we carried last week, it was tremendous. The Johnson Jaguars defeated the Clark Cougars 38-28 on a last-second field goal by Harrison Stone. How lucky have we been on Thursdays and Saturdays? And it started with the Pigskin Classic.
Yep.
We have had just game after game of exhilarating action.
Yeah, I mean, it's been incredible. Last week, the game that we did here was just amazing. Came down to the final play of the game. Kicker kicks a field goal, wins the game. Clark, a very improved football team, gave Johnson pretty much all they could. But I'll tell you what, Johnson is quite impressive. I mean, they've got a good young team. Lots to look forward to there at Johnson High School.
And just before we go to break, J.L. Geist, the head coach of Clark, he's got that team playing very well.
Yeah.
You and I talked. I think despite the loss last week, Clark's a playoff team.
Absolutely. I mean, I think they've earned the right to be a playoff team because they played Johnson as well as anybody could this season. They're a very good team. But, yeah, we've been pretty fortunate. We've had some really good games this year.
And I think we got a good one tonight.
We absolutely do,
It is absolutely a win and stay-in atmosphere here at Fair Stadium in the Northside ISD. Warren and O'Connor a little bit later right here on MeTV. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a break. When we come back, a conversation with Stan Lang, the Executive Athletics Director of the Northside ISD, and a very special outside the locker room. It is Pick and Pull South Texas High School Football Game Day on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and right here on MeTV.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
Do you like going fast? Because I do. Hi, this is Jeb Burden with the John Wayne Service Company, number 27 race car. I'm encouraging you to join the Fast Track to the Trades with John Wayne Service Company. Enroll in the John Wayne Academy for technical excellence today and change your life with a career in HVAC, plumbing, or electrical in just 90 days. Get paid to learn a trade. Take it from me. Get on the Fast Track to the Trades and call John Wayne Service Company 293-6700.
On the field, we fight hard and smart.
It's about teamwork and strategy.
When an 18-wheeler or company vehicle wreck injury puts you on the sidelines,
Your next move could determine your future.
And you want to win.
Get a winning team. Wainwright. Don't wait. Call
888-8888.
Wainwright Injury Lawyers fight to get you the most money possible.
Go for the win.
Just call Wainwright.
Call Wainwright now. 888-8888. Respect. Justice. Demand it. Wainwright Injury Lawyers.
Stan Lang, the Executive Athletics Director for the Northside ISD, is a transformative leader in a transformative school district. A couple of weeks ago, I had a chance to catch up with the Northside ISD Athletics leader. Folks, here's a very special outside the locker room. May 24th in this state, not just in this state, in this country, will be remembered for the worst of reasons. And that's because a young man who didn't get the kind of positive attention that he needed went on a rampage in Uvalde, Texas, and killed 19 young innocent babies and 2 teachers. This type of program, I'm not going to say would have avoided that, but possibly would have given that kid an opportunity to see things through a different lens.
It just makes us all sick to our stomach, a young person fell through the cracks, obviously, and we weren't able to be there to give them help. But I think it's so important for us to be intentional, especially when it comes to mental health. That's one of the things our young people, and we got feedback every year in our Servant Leader Summit, what do our young people want help with? And one of them is how to be a servant leader, how to be selfless. The other one was mental health, how to be selfless in regards to love of self, in regards to be able to have an awareness of somebody else that might be struggling. And I have countless stories of us, telling our young people, we don't want you to be counselors, we just want you to be aware.
Talk about the importance of your coaches, your teachers, your sponsors, and the role they play in the success of this program.
Oh my goodness. And again, and that's where all the credit goes, really and truly. It's, my role is to, we plant a seed based on a need, right? And again, we understand where we are in this country, and it's still, I just visited another country and I was just so impressed with the culture and everything there, but there's nothing greater than this country here. There really is not. And we have a tremendous opportunity to develop not only leaders within our community and in this country, but for our world. And so who's going to do that? Is our teachers and our coaches that are with our young people every single day.
2 phrases to me that folks often look at purely religiously. I look at them pragmatically. The 2 phrases, do unto others and love thy neighbor. What do those 2 phrases mean to you?
I think what's important, regardless, that those 2 phrases are non-negotiable. If you truly read the truth behind it, it is no matter how a person looks, no matter what they believe, we may have a disagreement, but ultimately we're going to respect one another. We may agree to disagree, in which we should agree to disagree, and listen to one another's perspective. And again, one of my great mentors, Kerry Casey, who's been with us in our Servant Leader Summit every year for the last 5-6 years, he said it best, and he's in inner city Chicago dealing with social justice issues every day. And he says this, he says, if we're truly going to make a difference in this country, we all have to learn how to find common ground.
Coach, one of the cool things about Northside and family, and those things to me go synonymous in what you guys preach here, is creating commonalities. Okay. And I think you guys have the coolest commonality that you guys have created to really bridge community, and that's peanut butter.
Local youth minister had come to me and other, our neighboring school districts, sister school districts, and talked about a way to help feed hungry children. One way is through peanut butter. And so What's so awesome about that program and initiative, Gabe, was our communities come together to compete against how many can bring how many jars of peanut butter, and just an example of empathy and compassion, just a simple way to use our platform of athletics to bring our communities together, of all things peanut butter, to make a difference in somebody's life.
Sean, this is a transformative program, and I use that word a lot when we're talking about beyond the game. And to me, the best part of this is creating leaders to identify those that need help, especially as it pertains to mental illness.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of pressure put on all these kids at the high school level.
Yeah.
You and I know that.
We do.
The pressure that we put on them as parents, the pressure the teachers put on them, but that doesn't compare to the pressure they get from their friends, that peer pressure. And we can't be afraid as men to admit that we have issues, that we have a problem, that we are suffering some mental health issues. We got to be able to step up and do that. And I think that that's what this program is doing, because you saw all the guys in there, the young men in there, that are able to step up and say, you know what? If you have to admit it, you have to admit it. Get help. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Hats off to Stan Lang and that entire Northside ISD Athletics Department for putting together just one heck of a tremendous program. We're going to take a break. When we come back, KSAT 12's Top 12. We're going to run down also upcoming games here in the greater San Antonio area. It's Pick and Pull South Texas High School Football Game Day right here on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and on MeTV.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
If you don't mean it, it's just words. Well, integrity is basically loyalty to be good when no one is watching. So you should do it because you know it's right.
San Antonio Gunslinger season tickets are now on sale.
Let's go Gunslingers, let's go, baby.
Reserve your tickets for the original professional football team in San Antonio, the Gunslingers. It's fast-paced, high-flying, over-the-wall professional football. Plus non-stop entertainment. Affordable family fun is what the San Antonio Gunslingers are all about. To get the best seats and prices, reserve your 2023 San Antonio Gunslingers season tickets now.
Welcome back to Pick and Pull South Texas High School Football Game Day. Gabe Farias and Sean Morris. Each week we talk about our tremendous partnership with KSAT 12 and Larry Ramirez and what's that other guy's name? Oh, yeah, Mr. Greg Simmons
yeah.
himself. Each week they provide us with KSAT 12's Top 12. So let's get right into the Week 8 rankings, starting with the number 12 Harlan Hawks with a 5-2 record and eyeing a playoff spot out of that tough 29-6A.
At number 11, the Johnson Jaguars at 4-2 following their big win over Clark last week.
Moving up a couple of spots, the Seguin Matadors as they continue their late season roll with a 5-1 record.
And the Harlandale Indians, they move up a spot to number 9, 5-1 on the season.
How about them Indians? Let's go move on to number 8. Following their win over Laredo Cigarroa, the Southside Cardinals in at number 8. How about them Cardinals?
New Braunfels Canyon Cougars sit at the 7th spot with an impressive 5-1 record after their big win over Buda Hayes.
And the Taft Raiders continue their climb, I think, after our vociferous objections. 12 Top 12 ranking now in at number 6 with a 5-1 record.
Staying at number 5, the Brandeis Broncos, 6-1 record following their big win over Churchill last week.
How about the top 4? No change. At number 4, the Alamo Heights Mules with a 5-1 record continue their 14-5A Division II dominance.
In at number 3, the Smithson Valley Rangers with a 5-1 record after destroying Kyle Lehman 48-0 last week.
In at number 2, the 5-1 Brennan Bears survive a scare from the team we're going to be watching tonight on MeTV, the Warren Warriors 33-30.
And remaining at the number 1 spot, no surprise here at 6-0, the Steel Knights. They took care of the New Braunfels Unicorns last week. They've been at number 1 for a while now.
They have been number 1, but let's talk about number 2, and that is the Brennan Bears. They always have that one close win. Last week, it was a close win over the Warren Warriors. Maybe an eye-opening win for Steve Baser, but it was a big win. We're going to check out Warren later tonight here on MeTV. Let's run down our schedule of games that we have here for Week 8. Of course, we're starting with this one right here, Warren and O'Connor, 7 p.m. kickoff. We've got Edison and Highlands over at Alamo Stadium. That is a 6:50 kickoff. And Bernie and Memorial, though, in the Edgewood School District, that is at 6:50 as well.
Tomorrow night, Friday Night Lights, Judson takes on Clemens at 7:20. Steel Knights travel up to San Marcos, take on the Rattlers at 7:20. Sotomayor and Taft, a game Shane Melling will be doing tomorrow night here at 7:20. And a game I'll be doing tomorrow night at 7:20, Stevens and Brennan. That one's a 7:50 start. Wagner takes on Bernie Champion. Bastrop at Veterans Memorial. Somerset traveling up to Fredericksburg to take on the Billies. Lanier taking on Brackenridge. A big game tomorrow night. Harlandale and Alamo Heights, number 1 and 2 in that district. And Byron Nelson taking on Keller.
And on Saturday, the Reagan Rattlers taking on the Johnson Jaguars. That is a 6:50 start. This is Saturday action. And the Holmes Huskies taking on the Harlan Hawks. That, too, is a 6:50 start. Couple of games that really stand out. Number 1, Judson and Clemens. And this one, the game we're doing tonight, 2 big 6A football games. But Judson has to win following their forfeit last week.
Yeah, they announced this morning Judson Rockets had to forfeit their game last week against East Central for an ineligible player. So they've got to win now. That's going to be a big one against Clemens.
And tonight, Warren and O'Connor, there isn't a bigger game in South Texas because this is truly a win and stay in contest for both of these teams.
Yeah, both very good. We're going to talk about them here in just a second. But I'll tell you what, it's definitely what you said. It's win and stay in. I mean, we mentioned it earlier. The fact that O'Connor has beaten Harlan already this season is a big win for them. That's keeping them in. Warren's really got to win the rest of their games. They can't afford to lose another one. O'Connor, if they lose another one, they may still get in. But it's going to be a battle tonight. This used to be a big rivalry, too.
Yes, it was, yeah.
Big rivalry whenever Warren opened up. These two teams battled out for number 1 in district for many years.
Before we go to break, you think Larry and Greg listened to us on Taft's ranking? They weren't ranked. All of a sudden, they're in the top 6.
Yeah, they're number 6. They went from nowhere to number 6. Yeah, I think they listened to us. You know, every time you look at this, though, you always forget that one school, and I think they absolutely just forgot about those.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Sean's going to go over tonight's matchup, Warren and O'Connor. It's Pick and Pull South Texas High School Football Game Day on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and right here on MeTV.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
It's high school football time, and John Wayne is right in the middle of the action. At the end of this game, one of the players will be chosen as the John Wayne Player of the Game. Go to johnwayne.com right now and vote for the player who you think will win. Pick the correct player and you'll win 2 tickets to a 2023 San Antonio Gunslingers home game. And just for playing, you'll have a chance to win the John Wayne $10,000 home makeover package. Don't fumble. Go to johnwayne.com and vote before the end of the game.
I'm Rashad Wisdom. Coach showed us what it takes to win on the field and in life. You've got to have power and determination. You got to be fearless but smart with a focused strategy. That's what it takes to win, and that's what attorney Wainwright's got.
Wainwright Lawyers fight to get you the most money possible.
When life knocks you down with a car, motorcycle, or 18-wheeler wreck injury, get a champion. Wainwright. Don't wait. Call 8.
Call Wainwright now. 888-8888. Respect. Justice. Demand it. Wainwright Injury Lawyers.
And welcome back to Pick and Pull South Texas High School Football Game Day right here on KSAT Big Game Coverage app and MeTV. A great matchup tonight. Warren and O'Connor. Sean, what's going to happen, my friend?
Well, let's start off talking about those Warren Warriors who come in here as the visitor tonight. They come into this game with a 4-3 record, as Gabe said earlier, 2-3 in district under their head coach Josh Littrell. They're coming off a very close 33-30 loss to the district-leading Brennan Bears last week. We talked about that earlier, and they're sitting at number 6 in district right now. The Warriors have one heck of a junior at quarterback, 6 foot tall, 175 pounds, number 11, Antonio Meza.
Yes, sir.
He leads the district with 1,845 yards passing and 24 touchdowns. Meza's a pure pocket passer. He rarely runs, but when you have a group of receivers like he has, it makes it much easier to find an open man. Speaking of his receivers, number 0, Darian Holmes. He has a district-leading 723 yards receiving and 8 touchdowns. And number 8, wide receiver Elijah Rialzola, he has 495 yards receiving, and he's also caught 8 touchdown passes. And don't forget number 4, Nate Medeles, 356 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. Running back Aiden Teal has 448 yards rushing and 3 scores as well. On the defensive side, this is a pretty stingy defense the Warren Warriors have. They've only given up 277 yards of offense per game. They're led by their junior linebacker, Jakari Howard. He has 45 tackles, 4.5 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, and an interception. Defensive end number 90, Zaire West, has 2 sacks, 4.5 tackles for loss, and 16 tackles on the season. And number 2, defensive back Quincy Amos leads the district with 3 interceptions, where he returned 175 yards for a touchdown. The Warriors have got to beat O'Connor tonight. They got Stevens in 2 weeks, and Sotomayor after that. They've got to win out if they want to go to the playoffs. Starts off by beating the O'Connor Panthers tonight, and speaking of the Panthers, they come into this game with a 2-4 record on the season, but those 2 wins, as Gabe said earlier, were in district where they're 2-2 under their head coach David Molesky. They lost to Brennan 2 weeks ago, 41-6, but they did beat Harlan 24-14 earlier in the season. So remember that. They're sitting at number 5 in district right now. The Panthers offense has struggled to put up huge numbers this season, only averaging 262 yards per game. Senior quarterback number 9, Aiden Latta, has thrown for 872 yards and 4 touchdowns, but he's also thrown 5 interceptions. He's not afraid to run. He's leading the team in rushing with 166 yards, but he's scored 5 touchdowns. The Panthers' leading receiver is number 5, Bryce Moreno. He's got 21 catches for 221 yards and a score. And the Panthers' offensive lineman, Briley Brown, only a junior, but at 6'3", 265 pounds, he can create some big paths for that offense to run behind. The Panthers' defense, they're giving up 386 yards per game, which is the most in district. They're not going to be able to do that tonight. Linebacker number 40, Bryson Smith, leads the Panthers' defense with 40 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and a pass deflection. Defensive end Kyle Robinson is second in tackles with 22. And keep an eye on number 3, their defensive back Ryder Dorn. He's got 11 solo tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and an interception. He's all over the field. O'Connor pretty much has to go undefeated the rest of the season to claim one of the top 4 playoff spots. It really helps that they beat Harlan earlier in the year. Tonight against Warren, next week against Stephen. They got to play Sotomayor, and they end the season with Holmes. They have got to win out if they want to go to the playoffs this year.
Sean Morris, looking at your notes and just kind of glancing at this from top to bottom, one would think Warren would be a heavy favorite in this game, considering their near upset of Brennan last week, which I couldn't even begin to tell you how massive of an upset that would have been. But that's not the case. I see this as evenly matchup in this district as we're going to get.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, this is an old rivalry.
Yeah.
These teams were the top 2 teams in this district for many years. My brother-in-law played at O'Connor. I watched many games with these two for about 3 or 4 years where it came down to the last play. In fact, one game was decided by 1 point. So, yeah, the only thing that I look at that I see the difference is I look at the amount of offense that the Warriors put up. I mean, they're putting up a ton of yards on offense. O'Connor's giving up a ton of yards. O'Connor doesn't put up a ton of yards, and Warren doesn't give up a lot of yards. That's where the difference is. If O'Connor can put up the yards tonight, they've got a shot. If they can hold Warren to not putting up as many yards as they normally do, then they've definitely got a shot too. If Warren could just play their game, I think they're going to win this one.
You don't hear a lot about Antonio Mesa.
I know. Shane's been talking about him since week 1.
And we should be talking about him.
I know. He's incredible.
He's a fantastic athlete. And again,
24 touchdown passes.
A big 24 touchdown passes.
Right.
And it's a big reason they're 4-3 right now. Talk about his play.
Well, I mean, he's incredible. I got to see him play a couple of weeks ago. But if you put up 1,845 yards on the season, and like we just said, 24 touchdowns, you're doing pretty well. And he's a pure pocket passer. He does not run. I think he's got like 6 yards rushing on the season. He just drops back and finds his receivers. He's a very good distributor. He finds the open guys, and he manages this team very well. He's a great game manager.
controlling the line of scrimmage is going to be a huge component. It is a huge component in every game that we watch. That big O'Connor offensive line could play a big role in not only keeping him in that game, but winning today.
Yeah, absolutely. O'Connor's always known for having big offensive linemen. They've got one this year. I mentioned Briley Brown, 6'3", 265. That's a big dude to run behind. That's a man to run behind. That's an NFL guy to run behind.
Time for predictions, my friend.
Well, I mean, I just think looking at the stats and how many yards they rack up, I've got Warren winning this one by a final 35-17.
Got to pull the sock off for me. Let me see what we got.
The wind's blowing this way.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Catch a whiff of that.
That was fresh.
I like the O'Connor Panthers 35-28 tonight here at Ferris Stadium. We're going to sign off on here. Quick happy birthday to Jay Riley, one of the co-owners of
birthday, Jay Bird.
TSP. Don't go anywhere, folks. Andy Skelton, Bobby Stotts, and myself for tonight's call. O'Connor and Warren for Sean Morris and the Game Day crew. Gabe Fadia saying enjoy the game, folks.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
It's high school football time, and John Wayne is right in the middle of the action. At the end of this game, one of the players will be chosen as the John Wayne Player of the Game. Go to johnwayne.com right now and vote for the player who you think will win. Pick the correct player and you'll win 2 tickets to a 2023 San Antonio Gunslingers home game. And just for playing, you'll have a chance to win the John Wayne $10,000 home makeover package. Don't fumble. Go to johnwayne.com and vote before the end of the game.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
A beautiful but still warm evening here on this Thursday night at Ferris Stadium as we have a gigantic game in District 29-6A for you as the O'Connor Panthers host the Warren Warriors. Hello again, everyone. Bobby Stotzenberger rejoined by my partner Andy Skelton here tonight at Ferris Stadium. And Andy, this is a really, really big one. You got 2 teams in a scramble. They're amongst a scramble of 4, maybe even 5 teams for 3 playoff spots, and it's starting to get really critical to win these district games. And tonight's a big one for both teams.
Yeah, Warren's got 3 losses in the district race. O'Connor's only got 2. But O'Connor's already had their bye week, and Warren's going to go into their bye week next week, so that's all going to even out when it comes down to it. But critical ball game for that 4 spot rolling tonight. The winner tonight probably got a shot at getting that 4 spot here tonight.
Well, I said it last week. I thought the winner of this game would get a playoff spot. I'm going to hold to that prediction. So that is how important I feel this game is. Let's look at the district standings just to give you an idea of what this game means, as Brennan has probably already clinched, maybe not mathematically a playoff spot, but they're probably in. Taft is actually 3-1, so that's a misprint on our part. But then you see the rest, and Harlan's and Stevens still in front of O'Connor and Warren, but they both get a crack at Stevens in their next game. So whoever wins this is sitting in a lot better shape for the district standings. And Warren in particular, with 3 losses, they really have to win.
Well, and O'Connor's victory over Harlan is going to loom large too if it comes down to that. It could be maybe even a 4-way tie at the end of this for that 4 spot. So it's going to be interesting here, but the team that wins tonight is definitely going to help their cause going into the playoffs, shot for the playoffs here.
All right, let's take a look at some of the impact players. We'll start with the quarterbacks. Both teams have young men that are back as their second year as a starter, including for Warren, Antonio Meza, who's now a junior.
Yeah, he's a junior year. Look at his passing yardage there, over 1,800 yards. Great presence in the pocket, steps up in there, puts the ball on the money on the dime right here. He's elusive in the pocket as well. A lot of confidence. It's going to be fun to watch tonight.
He has improved a great deal from his sophomore year. I know he worked really, really hard in the offseason, and he's got some pretty good weapons to throw to. This is a really good passing team with over 1,800 yards passing this season for Mesa. But if you're going to win football games, you got to win with the defensive side. And Warren, they're playing a team tonight in O'Connor that's not real prolific offensively.
Well, and again, you know, Warren's defense, they're very opportunistic. They're going to have takeaways. They got 10 takeaways so far this season. You saw on the stat right there. But they're very opportunistic. They're a bend but not break type of defense. So they give their offense a shot to get Mesa back on the field and let them do what they do offensively.
The Warriors defense hoping to create some turnovers again tonight. That's been kind of their tradition this season. Now for the O'Connor Panthers, their quarterback is also a returner from last year. He was fantastic in the win over Harlan. They'll need another performance like that from Aiden Lahr tonight to win.
Yeah, Aiden Lahr finally moved into the starting spot, solidified it. Played a little bit last year, but, you know, again, he's also their leading rusher, so he's, you know, in his right, can take the ball down and go get yardage and take what the defense gives him.
If the offensive line plays well, he's a much better, everybody's a better passer when you have good protection. Yeah. He in particular, because he's not a real elusive runner, but if he has time to throw, he can pick a defense apart.
Yeah, and he does a great job, as you see right here, extending the play and finding the open receiver. And making plays, and that's what Coach David Molesky looks for out of him.
Well, speaking of Coach David Molesky, defense, that's what he loves. He played it as a player, and he coaches it as a coach.
Yeah, and I tell you what, his defense has his personality, a little fiery tenacity, get after kind of mentality. They run a 3-3-5. They got the 5 defensive back look over the top of the coverage here and allows these guys to just open up front in the front 6 and play ball. There you see him against Taff and TJ Andrews and just get after a style of defense for the O'Connor Panthers.
Well, I tell you what, and also they're going to really put some pressure on Mason tonight. That's part of the Panthers game plan. All right, folks, we'll be back. We'll have our keys to victory in just a moment here at Ferris Stadium. You're watching the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
Do you like going fast? Because I do. Hi, this is Jeb Burden with the John Wayne Service Company number 27 race car. I'm encouraging you to join the Fast Track to the Trades with John Wayne Service Company. Enroll in the John Wayne Academy for technical excellence today and change your life with a career in HVAC, plumbing, or electrical in just 90 days. Get paid to learn a trade. Take it from me. Get on the Fast Track to the Trades and call John Wayne Service Company 293-6700.
I'm Zakari Franklin. On the football field, my job's to do whatever it takes to win. Coach taught us we win the game with the right plan and teamwork. Your future's not a game. After a serious injury from a car truck wreck, how things turn out depends on having the right plan.
Wainwright Lawyers fight to get you the most money possible.
Get a fierce, experienced team of lawyers who do what it takes to win.
Call Wainwright now, 888-8888.
Don't wait, call 8.
Respect, justice, demand it. Wainwright Injury Lawyers.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
The BGC app, KSAT and TSB are delivering the best high school football Texas has ever streamed.
Hold on to this one. 85 yards.
We have the games, we have the technology, and it's all free. Over 100 games, highlights, and more. Bigger, stronger, better. This season, expect more. The BGC app. Experience the next generation of coverage. Powered by the Children's Hospital of San Antonio.
Back at Ferris Stadium, 87, mostly clear, still very, very warm here in mid-October now. So Gabe Padilla is still sweating it out on the sidelines. with the Warren Warriors' keys to victory.
It's nice right now. The Warren Warriors, man, they got to limit mistakes. They got to take care of the football. They got to dominate first downs on both sides of the ball. And, guys, it's simple. They got to play like this is a must-win because guess what? It is.
The KLAGauto.com keys to victory now, Andy, for the home team, the O'Connor Panthers.
Well, it's going to come down to O'Connor's defense, limiting quarterback Meza from having a big game and getting to him. They got to dominate on special teams, which David Molesky coach teams are known for, and control the tempo, try to keep this thing close going into the fourth quarter.
All right, folks, the kickoff is just around the corner. We're at Fair Stadium on a Thursday night, a very big game in 29-6A. It's the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
North Park Lexus of San Antonio has earned Elite of Lexus status for 27 consecutive years. And North Park Lexus of Dominion has earned Elite status every year since opening in 2016. Visit either North Park Lexus location this winter and test drive the all-new 2023 Lexus RX with its all-new redesigned sleeker exterior and more powerful stance. Available this winter at either North Park Lexus location. Proud supporters of high school athletics.
If you don't mean it, it's just words. Well, integrity is basically loyalty to be good when no one is watching. So you should do it because you know it's right.
In Northside ISD, we help our children succeed, from encouraging them to love reading and conquer math and science problems, to safely transporting them to school and providing them with delicious meals. We surround them with people like you, caring adults who bring their talents, knowledge, and passion to Northside who want kids to succeed. Explore opportunity in Northside.
The BGC app, KSAT and TSB are delivering the best high school football Texas has ever streamed.
Hold on to this one, 85 yards.
We have the games, we have the technology, and it's all free. Over 100 games, highlights, and more. Bigger, stronger, better. This season, expect more. The BGC app. Experience the next generation of coverage. Powered by the Children's Hospital of San Antonio.
Welcome back here to Ferris Stadium as the O'Connor Color Guard marches off the field after our national anthem here. And we got a big one here as, again, the district standings have with Brennan and Taft seemingly ahead of the pack and on their way to playoff berths. You got two more spots, and you got Harlan, Stevens, O'Connor, and Warren in contention for it. Both of these teams play Stevens next. O'Connor next Thursday night, and then the following Friday, Warren will play the Stevens Falcons. So the Falcons are still very much in this. Mathematically, Jay is still in it, but they have a tough road ahead with some key injuries and some tough opponents in front of them. But the Panthers, Andy, they're going to go on defense first. They've deferred. If they don't onside kick, there you see veteran coach David Molesky getting the troops fired up.
Tell you what, Coach Molesky does a great job, and I really like what he does with his special teams, Bobby. He always has a little flair, a little wrinkle, always trying to find a way to steal a possession here. So he's not afraid to pull a trigger on a surprise onside kick, a middle onside kick, a pooch, something like that. They kind of read to see how Warren is going to come out here in their kickoff return coverage formation here. So let's see what O'Connor's got right off the bat right here, Bobby.
One of those explosive talents is back in the middle deep, and that is Quincy Amos, number 2. Kicking off is Aiden Nanez for the O'Connor Panthers. There you see him with the pink socks in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The rest of the Panthers have those on as well. The kick is going to be a deep one, and that will be Amos watching it go through the back of the end zone. And so out comes Antonio Meza and company as the Warren Warriors will have the first crack at it. They'll start at the 25-yard line. Meza, the quarterback, Teal at running back, Holmes, Melendez, Cisneros, and Real Zola. Zola, the receivers, a pretty good group there. Sargent, who is a two-way guy, in fact. Cantu, Hermes, Rivera and Mabana are the offensive line. They will be key tonight to try to protect the young quarterback, Antonio Meza, one of the captains of the team for tonight's game. First down and 10, Warren Warriors. They go the white helmets tonight. They alternate that and the purple as Meza will throw on first down. Looks to his right and throws complete. And that's going to be a first down for Darian Holmes. And the Warriors are off and running as we take a look at the Panther defense now. They've got their hands full against these athletic Warriors. Robinson, Factor, and Sona is up front. Mason, Smith, Manning, and Chapa, the linebackers. Cortez, Harmon, Bayela, and Vasquez are the safeties in the secondary for the O'Connor Panthers. Meza under center, first down and 10. This time they're going to go on the ground, and straight ahead goes the Warrior running back to the 40-yard line. That is Aiden Teal with the carry and a gain of 3.
Well, just like that, the first 2 first downs of the ball game, Gabe. Warren comes out, wins it on first down right here, and keeps the ball moving.
Yeah, man, this is going to be a game where the little things winning on first down going to be so big, in a game that I think is as evenly a match as we've called all year long.
Meza drops back and throws it over to the left sideline. It is caught. The running receiver will do the rest, but he fumbles it. It's picked up by the O'Connor Panthers. With the recovery is Kyle Robinson. That one bounced right into his hands, and that is a real downer for the Warren Warriors because Cisneros had yardage after the catch.
Yeah, they did a great job. They went under center that time, Bobby, and able to have a little bit better angle on this pass instead of being in the gun. There you see Meza. He just gets rid of the ball in a hurry right here. Great job, great block on the outside, great move, but that ball is loose. And great job coming in was number 74 for the Panthers. Knocking it out was Gabe Sonez with the forced fumble here.
That was actually Real Zola who fumbled the football, and Robinson recovers it, and so it's O'Connor Panther football.
Good ball.
As they will throw on first down, and Maximus Moody can't hold on, and so to be 2nd and 10 as we look at the Panther offense after the turnover. Their first possession of the night. Aiden Lara is the quarterback. Mejia will alternate at running back. Moreno H-back. Denny and Hall the receivers. Moody the tight end. Brown, Castillo, Crawford, Silva, and Alanis are the offensive line. Back to pass again, 2nd down, and sidearms it to Adeni, and it's dropped. And it's 3rd and 10 already as we look at the Warrior defense now. Crosby, Jarvis, and Rios up front. Ramirez, Howard, Fernandez, and Sanchez. Fernandez the receivers. The linebackers. Sanchez, Martinez, Robinson, Amos, and Springs. Nate Robinson, one of the team captains as well tonight for the Warren Warriors. Boy, this would be big, Andy, if they could get a stop after a turnover.
Yeah, and again, they're bowing their necks right here, the Warren defense, and going to have to try to get the ball back.
Lara,
ball
up. They fumble it back, and for O'Connor, fortunately.
How about 2 drop passes and a near fumble? That's not how you write up your first 15, is it, Andy?
No, and they had that first pass on first down to Moody. That was a heck of a ball by Lada. Catchable ball right there. That would have been a first down. In any case, 4th down here, punt time for the Panthers.
Aaron Olivas fumbled the exchange there, and Will Rogolinski will come on to punt now for the O'Connor Panthers, who go 3 and out. Nathan Mendelez is the return man for the Warren Warriors. So a sloppy possession for both teams with one turnover and a near turnover. Good punt as Mendelez takes it at the 19. Avoids the first wave. The second wave will get him, though, at the 27-yard line.
Well, let's see if the Warren Warriors settle down right here. They were moving the football game coming into it before they put the ball on the ground and just get back to doing what they do.
Those 2 first offensive series, guys, are examples of how not to make mistakes and how not to limit mistakes. I mean, I'm telling you, that last O'Connor offensive possession, Andy, that was 2 drop. That first pass by Lada was a bullet, man. Yep. And I think if that kid catches it, he's still running.
So out comes Antonio Meza again. First down Warriors from the 27. And he gives it off on the jet sweep, trying to get to the outside and barely turning the corner is Cisneros, and he's slung out of bounds after a gain of about 3.
Yeah, they're trying to get the edge again. Boys and girls, for those of y'all that haven't seen football in a while, this is called under center. Meza takes the ball under the center. And,
is that what that is?
That's what that is, Gabriel. Yes, absolutely. Good job by Smith getting him out of bounds right there for the O'Connor Panthers.
It's rare, I'll tell you that.
And it gives you some different angles when you're under center versus, 5 yards back in a shotgun or a pistol look. And
how big is Andy Smiley, by the way?
Just to see a quarterback under center. That's how the big boys at the NFL still do it. And Meza with a big boy throw right there, and a nice catch by Holmes for another first down. They've utilized him a couple of times over there on that right sidelines.
Well, I like the way Meza, he is a tempo kind of guy. When he boom, 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 and he sets his feet, he throws a dart as good as any in town. And again, accurate. That ball's on time and it's on target. That's tough to defend right there for the first down.
Holmes has 45 receptions for the season coming in, 723 yards. He had 16 receptions in one game against Harlan. So he is Meza's favorite target as it's 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Teal gets the handoff and he's hit right away. And there's our man again, Kyle Robinson, who had the fumble recovery and a stop there.
Yeah, they're trying to run a zone cutback right there, and good job by Robinson. You'll see the replay right here. Right behind it, he goes cloudy to clear. He triggered in a heartbeat. That's a David Molesky, coach linebacker right there. Great job. Minimal gain of 1 yard right there.
2nd down for Warren, 2nd and 8 Warriors. Boy, what a great performance a week ago from Warren. We'll talk about that in a minute as Meza, pressured, scrambles out of it and throws it to Teal and is caught, and he'll run for a first down into O'Connor territory.
O'Connor was in the backfield harassing Meza, which the keys to victory they had to do, Gabe, to get there. But great job by Meza extending the play. And again, another Warren Warrior first down.
I asked this in the game day show, and maybe it's just my oversight. Why aren't we talking about Antonio Mesa more?
Exactly.
1,845 yards passing, 24 touchdowns to this point in the season, man. That is impressive.
Meza fakes the jet sweep, will step up and fire it across the middle and off the hands of Rilzola. Good throw, though, by Meza. Should have been caught. Even though it would have been a tough catch, it's still catchable.
Well, that was a great call on first down. Put him back in the gun this time. You see Meza, he did a great job of setting his feet. Once he gets on top of that ball and drives it, again, he throws a pretty football as good as any, Gabe. I'm right. I'm with you. I'm a fan of this kid. I think he's one of the better ones in town in terms of his total game and how he does things and directs traffic and his confidence.
Guys, that was an off-balance bullet that kid just threw right there. I'm telling you, man, 24 touchdown passes on the season. Only a junior for Antonio Mesa.
2nd down at the 48. Throw it out to Holmes again. Up the sideline he goes and delivers the blow on the defender. And Darian Holmes has a first down. And I'll tell you what, back to Mesa last year in this same contest, he got knocked out of the game. And so he's got a little revenge on his mind tonight against O'Connor. And there you see.
His 24 touchdowns to only 6 INT ratio, man. And he's got a 62% completion ratio, Gabe. So, yeah, he's a pretty efficient dude out there directing traffic.
Mesa hands to Teal on the draw play. This one's blown up in the backfield. They'll give him the line of scrimmage with the forward progress, and that's about it.
Well, trying to run the ball again on first down. Nothing wrong with that right there, but D-line coming up off the bottom of that, 68 right there, Dominic Factor. Disrupted the play, and here comes the cavalry right here. You can't stutter step against a David Molesky coach defense. Those guys are flying to the football from the backside, and you're gonna get picked off eventually.
Still in the first quarter play, scoreless 2nd drive for Warren. Antonio Mesa drops back and fires it, and it's a strike at the 25 and inside the 20 with a first down as Holmes, his 3rd or 4th reception already tonight.
That's just a timing route right there, and again, Mesa throwing him open. See it right here. Boom, boom, step, throw, boom. It lets him clear the linebacker right there. Great job going and getting it. 1st and 10 right here again for the Warren Warriors.
How about that? 4 catches for Holmes in the first quarter, and we're not even midway through. First down Warriors. Again, jet sweeping it left. A lot of traffic there, nowhere to go for Mendelez, and he still manages about 3 yards. But guys, one of the things I wanted to bring up was everyone thought Brennan was invincible in this district, and they led 24-6 at the half last week over Warren. Guys, Brennan only won that game 33-30, so Warren certainly has some momentum, Andy, coming into this game.
Well, Coach Josh Littrell, he knows what he's doing. I promise you that. He's been around a long time, coached at the college level. and he's good as any at getting his guys going. He likes to sling it around. He's got a quarterback in Mesa that can do it, and here we go. It's been fun to watch so far, and we're only, like you said, halfway through the first.
2nd and 7. Teal straight up the middle, met again by Kyle Robinson. Boy, he's already made his presence known on the defensive side for the Panthers.
We talk about Mesa throwing the football, but you look at the stats, they're kind of almost balanced, probably 60-40, 55-45 in the run-pass ratio. But when you got a quarterback, Gabe, that's got a 62% completion, man.
And that first key to victory, try and control Mesa, I think that right there, unilateral, is going to be the biggest key in this football game, because right now O'Connor's doing a great job with the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 6. Mesa will throw as a man and is caught for a touchdown, and the Warriors take the early lead as Mesa recognized it right away and fires it in to Rilzola for the Warrior touchdown, 13 yards.
Again, great job throwing it on a frozen rope. Ball's on target. Ball is on time, Gabe, and that is impossible to cover.
Ain't nothing you could do about that, brother. Nothing at all. That was a perfectly thrown ball. Starts with great protection at the line of scrimmage, and I think outside of a dropped ball, that may be his only incompletion so far.
And Gage will come on for the extra point, and the kick is good from Riddick Gage. 7-0 Warren, 5:35 to go here in the first. You're watching the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
2023 San Antonio Gunslinger season tickets are now on sale.
Let's go Gunslingers, let's go, baby.
Reserve your tickets for the original professional football team in San Antonio, the Gunslingers. It's fast-paced, high-flying, over-the-wall professional football. Plus non-stop entertainment. Affordable family fun is what the San Antonio Gunslingers are all about. To get the best seats and prices, reserve your 2023 San Antonio Gunslingers season tickets now.
On the field, we fight hard and smart.
It's about teamwork and strategy.
When an 18-wheeler or company vehicle wreck injury puts you on the sidelines,
Your next move could determine your future.
And you want to win.
Get a winning team, Wainwright. Don't wait. Call
888-8888.
Wainwright Injury Lawyers fight to get you the most money possible.
Go for the win.
Just call Wainwright.
Call Wainwright now. 888-8888. Respect. Justice. Demand it. Wainwright Injury Lawyers.
Hello. Wake up.
There you see the Warriors. They put a good drive together. We'll recap that after the kickoff as they kick it towards the sidelines and out of bounds it will go. Let's take a look at the recap of that scoring drive, folks. Nice one. 11 plays, 73 yards, controlled passing game, 4:22 off the clock, and then Mesa to Rilzola for 13 yards and the touchdown.
Well, let's see. Coach Molesky looks like he's going to make him re-kick it right here, Bobby. And why not? Make him run down the field again. Get him tired. This thing goes 4 quarters like it should. You want the fatigue factor and the cramping to be in your favor here, so they're going to have to back him up.
Well, you know, O'Connor's not, guys, a real explosive offensive team, so anytime you get a chance to maybe do something on special teams, you take that opportunity, and I think that's why they're making him re-kick it again.
And I said that at the very beginning of this thing. Coach Molesky does a great job with his special teams and with his returns and his kickoffs and things like that. He puts the time in it. Not that other coaches don't, but I mean, it's noticeable on Friday nights that he's not afraid to take a chance in the kicking game.
Jeremiah Hall and Cal Evan Bilella are the return men. And this will come down to, up back, pulled it in front of Hall, and he returns it out to the 38-yard line. Second possession now for the O'Connor Panthers. That was returned by Colton Chance. And O'Connor, and they got to do a better job on this second second drive.
And again, you know, that first drive, again, not making excuses for kids, but you got a little nerves going. You got the speed of the game. You're trying to figure out what's happening up front. The first thumping going on up front. You know, that's all part of the game of football on a Thursday or Friday night here as they come out in double wing formation.
Mesa, little counter action, and Warren all over it. Bryce Moreno got hit almost as soon as he took the handoff on the counter.
Yeah, and the first contact was made by number 16, Jakari Howard. As we watch the replay, you see 16 come in there and got first contact, couldn't quite bring him down, but it was enough of a disruption that Calvary was able to show up.
And Nate Robinson ends up making the tackle. 5 minutes to go here in the first. Option play left. Lara keeps it. Whoa, he's getting belted around. Man, I'll tell you what, Warren is bringing it defensively so far. Gavin Fernandez with a tackle.
Yeah, and the big hit was applied by, guess who? Jakari Howard, number 16, comes back. He was the one that got faked out. He goes, okay, I'm going to get some right here. Bam. Fake me out. I got a shot. I'm going to take a shot right there.
I mean, they're just bringing it, Bobby. I mean, Warren right now is playing intense football on both sides, and the only issue they've had was one drop ball and a fumble. Other than that, it's a perfect first quarter of football.
3rd down and 9, Lara. 4-man rush. He'll take off and run. He's going to try to get the first down, and he does, and slides into Warrior territory at the 48. First down of the game for the Panthers.
Well, there you see Aiden Lara. We've been talking about Mesa, but let's talk about Lara a little bit right here. Great job. He's been around. He is a senior, able to pull it down. He is also the leading rusher. Gabe did a great job right there, taking what was given.
How big was that first down for the O'Connor Panthers, man?
They needed to do something to stop the bleeding, and that does it temporarily here as Lara will flare it out to the left side. Run after catch yards from Moreno, and he has a first down as he is knocked out of bounds at the Warrior 33.
Again, great pass right here. Lara gets the ball out of his hand in a hurry and allows Moreno to get down the sideline for another first down here. Again, good accurate pass, good blocking out in front, enough to get him to the sideline in first down territory.
Panthers on the move, trailing 7-0. They'll run that counter again. Blockers out in front as Jeremiah Hall gets behind the scrum there, Andy, and lets them go to work and picks up 7.
Yeah, letting the bigs up front starting to pull, including number 75, Bradley Brown, one of the Brown brothers.
The 4th of the Browns.
The 4th. And great job getting out there, picking up 7 yards, winning on first down.
That's it, guys. And right now, this might be a chance where if they're going to take a shot, this is the place to do it right here, Andy.
Lara sends a man in motion, then hands it to Mejia, and he is bounced around, and he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
He lost a yard, maybe.
Guys, Warren is on a 3-game losing streak. They started off 4-0. They had that really heartbreaking overtime loss to Harlan. And then Taft just beat him pretty soundly the next week. But last week they came back and gave what was thought to be an invincible Brennan team a run for their money. And now they're fighting for their playoff lives tonight.
Yeah, they're battle tested, no doubt. But we got O'Connor right here knocking on the door with 3rd down and 4. Got to get a first down here.
Lara.
Why not? It worked first time.
Same play that they had success on before, and it's again Hall, and he'll have a first down. Boy, they're funneling people into that blocking on the right side of the line there.
Yeah, watch right here. Again, you got 3 pullers coming and the back. Yeah, man, just pick a hole and then hit the accelerator and let's go. Dragged down behind by number 30 right there. That's going to be Andrew Martinez.
I guarantee you Vince Lombardi would have loved that play.
Student body right.
That's it. Just outnumber them at the point of attack and go.
Basically, they're pulling the uncovered lineman and trying to gain bodies to the play side.
Olivas is the running back now, and movement by the Panthers. Are they going to stop the play? No, they're going to continue it.
Yeah, that's 2 guys moving at the same time. And that was
right on the play.
On the offense, number 5 and number 4. For motion at
2 guys in motion.
3rd down.
That's why they didn't blow it dead. It's just a legal shift. Live ball foul here. Back him up.
Correction.
Skelly, you know,
possession. First down.
O'Connor's, they're not the kind of offense that nobody really wants to play behind the chains, but that's very detrimental to their efforts. So 1st and goal at the 13. Lara has a man wide open, but he overthrows him. My goodness. Jeremiah Hall was all alone and Aiden Laura misses him.
Man, what a play call, though. Can't draw it up any better than that right here. Let's take a look at the replay. You see him coming across in motion right there. Linebacker didn't even go with him because they ran an inside route, kind of almost a pick. Didn't touch him, though, and that should have been a touchdown all the way.
You think Laura's eyes got real big when he saw him that wide open?
Gosh dang it, you hate to be in. That's a lonely feeling. But line up and play it here. You still second down here.
That's right.
Second and goal, Panthers. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter as Moreno has it. Not much room.
Running hard, but contact first made by Quincy Amos. Coming up in there with the stop. Tough sledding for the running game right there, Gabe, for O'Connor.
Yeah, and I just keep going back to that penalty, man. We talked about in a game that's at least on paper close, limiting your self-inflicted mistakes, man. That penalty on first down was big.
So third and goal at the 11. Lara rolls left. He's pressured right away, slung around and dropped. He got just enough of him.
Jakari.
Jakari Howard again. He's been in the backfield a number of times.
We said his name 3 or 4 times. He's a candidate, Bobby. I'm telling you, for the end of this thing here. Great job coming off his block, and man, that's tough sledding right there.
So after a first and goal inside the 10, they're going to have to settle for an attempt by Aiden Nanez. The senior kicker will try a 34-yard field goal. And he gets good leg into that one. And his kick is good. So O'Connor is on the board. It's now Warriors 7 and the Panthers 3. 47 seconds to go in the first. You're watching the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
The K-Lig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships, has in stock over 2,500 pre-owned vehicles and over 1,800 new vehicles in stock or in transit. Choose from cars, trucks, and SUVs, domestic or import. Every vehicle includes our low posted price and our no-hassle 72-hour return policy. So no matter where you live, we have a convenient location for your next vehicle purchase. The K-Lig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships.
Central Builders is an award-winning general contractor headquartered in San Antonio. Their construction projects include large-scale remodels, expansions, and ground-up construction. Their comprehensive service offerings, along with dedication to quality workmanship, make them one of the top contractors in the city. Central Builders is a proud sponsor of Texas Sports Productions. Call Central Builders at their San Antonio office at 210-590-0235 or visit them online at centralbuilders.net.
The Panthers get on the board. That was a nice drive that took 10 plays and 46 yards. 4:48, it was a very O'Connor-like drive, but unfortunately, Andy, they stalled inside the 10. They hurt themselves with a penalty, but they had to settle for a field goal.
Yeah, that bend but don't break. Warren Warrior defense held their ground right there, forced the field goal. But O'Connor did get points on the board, so again, it's one of those deals that is the chess match here.
Let's see if Nanez can try to kick it over Amos again. Well, Amos, nope, he's going to watch it go, and it's still alive. Football! Amos picks it up, and he gets into the end zone. They're going to call the touchback. Wow.
Oh, he picked it up, step backwards. All right.
That ball was lingering on the goal line.
Just checked up, didn't it?
Lingering.
Watch the ball just stick to the goal line.
That's how you know this kid's a real kicker, Bobby. He's able to back it up like that.
Oh, they're giving it to him at the half-yard line, man.
Oh, my goodness.
It's either that or say it's not a touchback.
Well, how?
But now he stepped
back.
Why
did they whistle the play dead?
Yes, it's either.
That must have been an inadvertent whistle.
Had to have been.
Yeah, it had to have been because he took it into the end zone. And I don't know if.
My goodness.
I saw that as a safety, guys. I saw that as a safety.
Anything but a touchback.
Yeah.
Skelly, I guess Amos assumed the ball would bounce out of the end zone.
Well, yeah, obviously, and that these are teenagers, and then they were like, they hit panic mode and got to go get on the ball.
And, honestly, they're fortunate that they whistled it because that could have very easily been a safety.
Well, I'm going to give props right there. That's a heck of a kick by Aiden Nanez.
Man, special teams for O'Connor, Andy. Yes. We talked about it before the game.
Handoff to Teal, trying to get some breathing room. He gets about a yard.
And guys, if they're able to force a punt here, Andy, I look at that as a stolen possession rooted in just excellent special teams play.
Yes, definitely that. And I'd like to see him. I know what I know about O'Connor's defense through the years. Go ahead and knock the ball loose now.
Don't forget, coming up after the game, we will select our John Wayne Player of the Game. You can participate. Go online right now and vote for your John Wayne Player of the Game. Match ours, and you win 2 tickets to see the San Antonio Gunslingers Arena Football. That will end the first quarter of play with Warren leading O'Connor 7-3. You're watching the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
It's high school football time, and John Wayne is right in the middle of the action. At the end of this game, one of the players will be chosen as the John Wayne Player of the Game. Go to johnwayne.com right now and vote for the player who you think will win. Pick the correct player and you'll win 2 tickets to a 2023 San Antonio Gunslingers home game. And just for playing, you'll have a chance to win the John Wayne $10,000 home makeover package. Don't fumble. Go to johnwayne.com and vote before the end of the game.
I'm Oscar Cardenas. In football, we fight hard to make it happen. That's what makes us winners.
18-wheeler or company vehicle wreck injury put you on the sidelines?
Get a winner to fight for you. A lawyer with grit and determination who will not stop until you get justice and all the money you deserve. And that's Wainwright Injury Lawyers, so don't wait, call 8.
Call Wainwright Injury Lawyers, 888-8888 now.
Want to win? You know who to call. That's right, Wainwright.
Respect, justice, demand it. Wainwright Injury Lawyers.
Back at Fair Stadium, Bobby Stotzenberg along with Andy Skelton and Gabe Farias. Again, go to johnwayne.com if you want to vote for that player of the game, and there you see the tickets. You can watch Andy Skelton coach the San Antonio Gunslingers.
Coach Skelly.
Coach Skelly. And you can get his autograph after the game.
Yes, I asked him, and he charged me $20. He said $20.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though, man, that Arena League, it'll open your eyes, man. It's football in a phone booth, and it's flying around. They don't call unnecessary roughness in that league, and they're popping, man. Fun to coach.
Meza out of the shotgun, dumps it out into the left flat, and oh my, look out. Here is Mendelez down the sideline, and he was
It's a flag down.
a step or two away from taking that one a long, long ways.
It's a flag down.
Yeah.
But it's
On the
coming
outside.
back.
Right there at the point of attack. Probably a hold here. Yeah, they're going to get it on that outside receiver.
Referee Brock Pittman.
You know, Andy, let me ask you a question, because the referee's obviously looking at David Molesky saying, should we take the penalty?
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of goes without saying, isn't it?
But any good relationship, you want to give a person options, Gabe.
Yeah. So go ahead and take the 40-yard. Decline it.
Holding on the
You
offense.
want to make sure what the call was
Number 8.
first.
The distance to the goal.
Okay.
But if you looked at the replay right there, that outside receiver
Still
was
second
doing a
down.
dang good job blocking. It took too long to develop, and that's anytime a play takes too long and a receiver, here we look at the replay, receiver's holding his block right there. He's engaged right here working on number 17.
When he wrapped around with that right arm.
And then he shoved him in his back too. I mean, that's too physical nowadays in this league, and they're going to call something just because they feel they got to.
Second down and 7.
Okay, get him some Skittles.
Mesa going to chunk one deep, and
Got
he
him.
has a man wide open. Oh, my. That was inches away from being a 96-yard touchdown pass.
I love the play call, though, man. Hey, and both quarterbacks have overthrown a wide open receiver. So
Well, what I will say, Skelly, is that wind's blowing, man. You look at that flag. I mean, it's dropping now, of course, but there's a crosswind here, and I think maybe that ball may have gotten caught in the upper atmospheric pressure. Did I say that right?
Yeah, sort of.
The turbulence
Yeah.
up above Fair Stadium.
Not enough friction on the football.
There you go.
3rd and 7. Antonio Meza trying to get the Warriors a first down here. Looking and firing up the right sideline, and incomplete, overshooting Holmes.
There you go.
Well, they're not.
Well, that was a big stop, guys.
Yeah, and they're not afraid. They're not afraid to try to throw that ball deep. Warren is not, and Gabe, you said what you said about the special teams pinning them back this deep right here.
Yeah, I think this is a takeaway for O'Connor, rooted in great special teams play right now, man, because unless you have a booming anomalitic punt, I guess, out of the end zone that bounces and goes forever, I'm pretty sure that the O'Connor Panthers are going to have football in pretty good field position.
Anama what punt?
Anomalitic.
Nice, man.
I don't even know if I use it right.
Darian Holmes, the punter. Callie Evan Bilella is the return man. Good rush. He gets it away. Bilella takes it at the 40 and gets it forward to the 35-yard line. But great field position, guys.
Flip the field.
For the O'Connor Panthers, trailing 7-3.
Yep, special teams, the previous possession punt now allows them to start in about the 37-yard line of Warren Warriors right here with a lot of time left on the clock, and they're only down 4.
And you're not going to see it in any stat sheet, Andy, but that kid coming up and catching that ball versus letting it bounce, that thing could have bounced forever, it being a low-line drive. So that could have saved another 20, 25 yards for the O'Connor Panthers.
I promise you he was coached to field it at all costs.
The running back on this play will be Chris Mejia. Off to the left of Aiden Lara. Trips left. They go to Mejia right down Main Street, and now a push from that offensive line, and the scrum pile moves forward for a first down.
Well, when it takes 9 players to stop the freight train, that's a pretty good first down play, Gabriel.
I think so. And you know, again, game day, we said we think it's going to be O'Connor's ability to control that line of scrimmage versus the explosiveness of Antonio Meza. I mean, I think that right there is a storyline of this game. Whoever wins that battle, if Meza has a huge game, I think Warren's going to win. I think if O'Connor's going to impose their will at that line of scrimmage, I think they got an excellent shot at winning this football game.
Mejia again.
Great cut.
Excuse me, that was Hall. Mejia led the way. And
right
that
there.
Was Jeremiah Hall. You know, they have him and Moreno, the 4 and 5 that they kind of utilize as.
I like that little motion they use and bring him down here. Watch this move right there, boom. And he nets another 3 yards just because of a little inside shoulder cut.
Andy, both Hall and Moreno are listed as receivers, but they're really kind of running back receivers.
Well, when they come in the backfield and get the ball, they're running backs. So.
Yeah, I mean, but they've utilized both of them.
Yeah,
This time it's Moreno on the catch. Oh, good coverage, though. And quickly to the, he didn't make the tackle, but Quincy Amos was there right away, and a gain of just 1.
Yeah, and again, throwing that football out there like that, like they were trying to get the ball out to Moreno that time, that's just a quick flip out there like a toss sweep and let a guy try to go make a play in space and make guys miss. But when there were 4 or 5 guys in white jerseys out there, that was tough sledding to try to get a yard.
Just under 10 minutes to go in the second. O'Connor looking to take the lead on this drive. 3rd down and short. Mejia had some trouble with the handoff, but takes it and gets the first down. Well, that was a high handoff.
I don't know. It's going to be close.
I think he got it. Well, watch the handoff. It was really kind of bizarre where Olivas took the handoff. That's Mejia in front of him. Watch how high it was, Andy.
Yeah, he had to get the handle on the ball.
It's kind of up on his shoulder.
Yeah, good job securing the football, though, and then managing to get the first down right there. So
it's a little herky-jerky there.
They got it done, though. It wasn't pretty, but it got done.
Fake the jet sweep. Lotta going to keep it. And a few yards inside the 15 he goes.
And again, first time we've seen him carry the football. Actually, it's the second after, but that was a pass play. But first time to design run to Lotta. Here you see his numbers. He came into the night being the leading rusher on the team there. He got 56% completion ratio. Again, 4 rushing touchdowns, 4 TDs, and 4 interceptions here. But again, being very methodical here, Gabe, on this drive, running clock, shortening the game, trying to get some points on the board.
Lotta. That?
Yeah, Jakari.
Yeah.
That kid is having a game, guys.
Jakari Howard, ladies and gentlemen. He's just a disruptor. You know, wasn't a whole lot to it. He just got there, and Lotta had to pull the ball down. And
as soon as he faked it to Mejia, Jakari was in his face.
I'm pretty sure he would have taken his head off had he not done that.
Yeah, that's what you call a disruptor right there, and that's exactly what he was coming off the edge, trying to get it done right there. And
Jakari Howard, just a junior.
He listed as a linebacker, but when they want to go a four-man front, he's on the end. He's playing defensive end basically in an up position. He's got a two-way go if he wants to.
A lot of rolls right. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to get sacked.
Backside.
From behind.
Yep.
Caught from behind by Alec Crosby.
And again, front side pressure made him have to pull up and come underneath and allowed the backside. See Crosby number 6 right there, but front side, guess who? Jakari Howard makes him pull up and allows 6 to come from the backside. That's team defense right there. Great job helping your teammate out, turning it back into the backside pursuit.
Certainly a disruptor, man.
40-yard attempt here for Aiden Nanez. Lara is the holder. High kick, doesn't have enough.
Hurry up.
I think so.
It drops
it.
across.
There you go.
40-yard field goal, so it's now 7-6. Warren by 1 point. You're watching the High School Football Showcase, presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
Have you been looking for a computer and electronics store that's right for you? Altex Computers and Electronics has been serving businesses and consumers for over 30 years. Altex has aisles and aisles of computer systems, laptops, network accessories, surveillance equipment, and thousands of cables and connectors. From computer upgrades and repair to complete system and network design and installation, Altex gives great customer service before and after the sale. Altex Computers and Electronics, your total technology store. Locations throughout Texas and altex.com.
If you don't mean it, it's just words. Well, integrity is basically loyalty to be good when no one is watching, so you should do it because you know it's right.
Warriors still have the lead. That was a short field for O'Connor. Look at the time of possession on 7 plays and 14 yards. 4:09. They get a 40-yard field goal by Aiden Nanez, but David Molesky, Andy, has to be frustrated that his team has not been able to get into the end zone.
Well, but they're only down 1 point, and they are burning clock. And again, shorten the game. Special teams are keeping O'Connor in this thing right now.
Kicking off, Aiden Nanez.
Nanez boots one short, and a fair catch called for by Holmes at the 32-yard line. So better field position here as Antonio Meza will bring the Warriors out.
Will be Warren possession.
And again, you're Warren. You go back to what you're doing right here. You get Meza, high percentage passes like he's used to. Take you a shot downfield. They're not afraid. We saw that even out of in the shadow of their own goalpost down here. They're not afraid to take a shot deep and had wide open receivers. So they are getting behind the coverage of the Panthers secondary here. So
Skelly, there's a lot of talent in that receiving corps.
Yeah, they're finding ways to get open and find the open spots here. But again, O'Connor defense bend but no break as well in 1 point ball game.
Meza brings him up. Gonna fire one underneath, is caught at the 36. Kind of a possession reception there for Andrew Cisneros.
Nicholas Chapa comes up right there. Junior defensive back number 24. There you see him. No gain after the catch right there, but
still pretty good pick up a 6 though.
Yeah.
Rene Riojas has come in to play running back for the Warriors. He's got 346 yards, 5.8 yard average, and 4 TDs this season. 2nd and 4. And they'll give it to Riojas. A little short of his average per carry, but maybe enough for a first down here. Going to be close.
They're going to say he's short, Bobby.
Well, no, they stopped the clock. Yeah,
they're giving it to him. All right.
That, you know, I'm always interested when they eyeball one that's that close and not just pick it up, go ahead and measure it.
Well, you're assuming these football fields that are turf, they're exactly square because it's synthetic turf, not like a coach line the field where you could be off a little bit. So
where you could sneeze and the line is a little crooked.
Yeah, I used to coach in small town, and we had to line our own field, and we'd be 2 or 3 yards off when we got to the other side. But it was fair for both sides.
Meza on first down throws a rocket at Holmes. He makes a catch and then run after catch for Darian Holmes. They pile him up, at the 36-yard line. He is a big target, good speed, and he's got a quarterback that can get him the football.
I like the way Mesa finds him, Bobby, and again, throws him to the football. Throws the receiver open basically here. And again, the protection was good enough to let him see down the field and find that passing. Oh, great angle right here, being able to see that. You saw the same passing lane that he did right there and able to get the ball on time. Great job after the catch, trying to get what he could get, but he took a few shots right there from the defense.
Mesa with Riojas behind him. Going to throw it again out to Holmes. Holmes, 35-30 to the 28-yard line. That is 6 catches, guys, in the first half already.
I want you to see this block on the outside by number 9, Andrew Cisneros. If we could see the replay, here we go right here. Watch number 9 blocking on the outside right here. Puts a waka on 17, man.
How often do you see a wide receiver pancake block?
Yeah, that's a pancake block right there by a wide receiver, Gabriel.
I want pancakes. God dang it.
Hand off to Riojas. He'll get the first down as he gets to the 25.
And again, now we see the Warren offense being very deliberate, Bobby. Running the ball to get the first down, throwing the ball to get a big chunk and win on first down. And
Gabe's still thinking about the pancakes.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk him down right here.
Yeah, buttermilk.
Buttermilk pancakes. What do you put on your pancakes, though?
A whole lot of cream gravy. That's the only thing you put on pancakes. I know people say syrup. I say cream gravy. Just just gobs of it.
I don't think your cornbread's not cooked in the middle.
It ain't quite cooked all in the middle, son. That's right. Cornbread's a little soft in the middle, guys. I'm just saying.
Teal's back in at running back, first down. Teal gets the handoff, cuts back into the defense and finds a little seam and a gain of 9.
And again, that 6, 7, 8, 9 yards on first down. Now you got options on your second down play call. Up front, man, double team at the point of attack, come off, second level.
How about big 77 there, Tristan Cantu?
Yeah, they double teamed and then came off the second level guy. Good job up front by the bigs.
And Warren with a little controlling of the clock here.
Man, why not? You're in a 1-point ball game. Nothing wrong with running it down.
Well, early movement.
Well, you don't want to start that. It's been pretty clean up until this point. You don't want to start unforced errors here.
Here's referee Brock Pittman.
On the offense, number 61, 5-yard 50. Still second down.
Warren possession. Second down.
Brock Pittman, one of the veterans in the area, joined by umpire Brad Markham, head line judge Monte Bippert, line judge Tim Yarbrough, field judge Aquinali Aguiludo. That's easier for you to say, Gabe. And then Jeffrey Galindo, the back judge, and Richard Davis, the side judge. And Mesa going to throw one up, and it's incomplete.
Great defense right there.
Intended that time for Real Zola, who has the touchdown reception.
Well, number 21, Ryan Cortez right there went up with him, and that was a contested pass right there. They completed that for a touchdown earlier. And again, good job by Cortez disrupting that right there.
For Elijah Real Zola. Warren possession, third down.
But Mesa recognized he had the taller receiver against the defender and threw it in a good spot.
Yeah, they tried for the mismatch, but again, Cortez was able to climb the ladder.
Big third down here for the Warriors. 3rd and 6. Mesa sends Riojas in motion. He'll throw behind the receiver, and look, miscommunication there with Real Zola. And now the Warriors probably going to send the field goal unit on.
Well, that's the first truly errant pass we've seen.
Just going to say, guys, it's one of the few.
But with his percentage completion, and every once in a while one gets away from me right there and brings up 4th down situation. Decision time by Coach. There you see Coach Littrell walking towards us there.
Well, they're going to go for it. They 1 for 3 on 3rd downs. This would be a 4th down conversion attempt by the Warriors, leading by 1. Mesa drops back, rolls to his right slightly, fires one over to the right sideline. It's caught, and the receiver will do the rest. First down for Nathan Mendelez, and he is nearly into the end zone.
And what makes that play go right there, Gabe, is you got a quarterback that's able to get that ball. Mesa gets the ball out, and it's in a hurry, man.
Well, I like how you put it, Andy. He helps his receivers not only open, but because that pass is so well thrown, yards after catch.
Yeah, he's hitting him in stride, man. Absolutely.
First and goal, Warriors. Teal is the lone running back. Mesa under center. Hands it to Teal. Collision. Teal maybe gets a yard, but he got popped.
Yeah.
That was our pick and pull collision there by Ryan Garza.
I'll tell you what, ran right into the teeth of the Panther defense right there. Nothing doing. That's textbook goal line stop right there. Stop the forward momentum, people rallying.
Goal to go at the Panthers' 2-yard line.
Better hold on to the football here if you're Warren.
Yes, and if you're O'Connor, get it out.
Tickling time, maybe?
Get biting, scratching, pulling, tickling, whatever it takes.
Riojas has come in as the running back. Warriors moved early, may have gotten away with it. Jump ball, and Holmes with the touchdown reception. Looked like they moved a little early, but the officials didn't see it.
No flag.
And so the Warriors
2-yard
score.
touchdown reception.
And that time,
Marion Holmes.
Go ahead, Bob, sorry.
2 yards.
Sorry, man. Ryan Cortez again in coverage right here, but good job going up. Ball was a little bit too high and too quick right there for the defense to make a play on it. Touchdown, Warren.
Am I seeing things, or did it look like the left side moved slightly?
Yeah, I saw a
little flinch.
Yeah, but
only counts if they call it. And so a touchdown, second TD pass for Mesa. And now the extra point. Low and good. Warriors 14, Panthers 6. 2:28 to go in the second. You're watching the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
North Park Lexus of San Antonio and North Park Lexus of Dominion have over 350 used cars in stock, plus over 100 L-certified vehicles available. Each L-certified vehicle receives a comprehensive 161-point inspection and is backed with an industry-best unlimited mileage warranty, roadside assistance, and 2 years of complimentary maintenance. Visit either North Park Lexus location to select one for your high school student or graduate. North Park Lexus, proud supporters of high school athletics.
It's high school football time, and John Wayne is right in the middle of the action. At the end of this game, one of the players will be chosen as the John Wayne Player of the Game. Go to johnwayne.com right now and vote for the player who you think will win. Pick the correct player and you'll win 2 tickets to a 2023 San Antonio Gunslingers home game. And just for playing, you'll have a chance to win the John Wayne $10,000 home makeover package. Don't fumble. Go to johnwayne.com and vote before the end of the game.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Warriors put together another scoring drive, 11 plays, 68 yards, 4:48 their time of possession, 2 yards. Mesa to Holmes. And we talked, Andy, we always talked about O'Connor and their ball control and the big plays of Warren. They're not necessarily big playing it. They're driving it too.
Yeah, they're just being methodical and burning clock and doing everything else here, but 2:28 left and 3 timeouts for Coach Molesky and his offense right here. Uh-oh.
Fumble drop on the kick return. And now, and then a big pick and pull collision.
Waka.
Kelly Evan Bellella didn't even see him coming.
Oh, man.
Ouch.
That's the pick and pull collision of the game.
Yeah, that'll make your babies come out naked right there.
I lost a feeling myself on that hit.
Watch this right here. He doesn't see it. He sees the hole. Hello.
Guess who?
Guess who? Jakari Howard, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of 16.
He's as much a disruptor as the 2 bean and cheese tacos I purchased from a gas station earlier this morning. Those were disruptors as well, guys. Both of them. I do not recommend buying a bean and cheese taco from a gas station. There, that's my editorialization of food today. That's it.
Yeah, get the sushi. Back to pass, screen pass, and it's Mejia caught from behind, but he's near a first down. Nice play call there by the Panthers.
Yeah, that's a way to slow down the penetration and the aggressiveness of the defense. Run your little screen pass. And
trying to get the tempo up a little bit.
Neither team's called a timeout in this first half, I believe.
Which is really unusual for David Molesky. Pass
incomplete.
Out to, a little low there for Moreno.
Now here's where that comes into play, guys, because right there the clock is stopped. Warren has 2 timeouts left, or 3 timeouts left. If they can get a stop here, they can get a football, Andy, with some time.
Yeah, O'Connor needs to get a first down and focus on getting that first down because of the timeout situation on both sides.
Oh, man.
Sorry for the visual, Bob. I apologize, man.
Oh, it's messing up all kind of senses. Laura scrambling around, fires it, and that ball is.
You gonna say he got it?
Is it a catch?
No.
He's incomplete.
He was looking for Will Locke.
Pass intended for Will.
This is a huge third down play for the O'Connor Panthers.
10 yards to go at the Panthers.
Yep,
Well,
had
he
a chance to catch it.
Almost had it. Third down and 10. Panthers 3 out of 6 on third down conversions. Meza, screen. And another big hit as Mejia goes down. This time it's 99. Kashawn Jarvis with the big hit.
I like the way the bigs move. I like to see the big man like that run and make you hit. Fun to watch.
Timeout by Warren. We'll take it with him. This is the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
Do you like going fast? Because I do. Hi, this is Jeb Burden with the John Wayne Service Company number 27 race car. I'm encouraging you to join the fast track to the trades with John Wayne Service Company. Enroll in the John Wayne Academy for technical excellence today and change your life with a career in HVAC, plumbing, or electrical in just 90 days. Get paid to learn a trade. Take it from me. Get on the fast track to the trades and call John Wayne Service Company 293-6700.
The BGC app, KSAT and TSB are delivering the best high school football Texas has ever streamed.
Wednesday, hold on to this one. 85 yards.
We have the games, we have the technology, and it's all free. Over 100 games, highlights, and more. Bigger, stronger, better. This season, expect more. The BGC app. Experience the next generation of coverage. Powered by the Children's Hospital of San Antonio.
Welcome back to Ferris Stadium. It's 14-6. Warren leading O'Connor. The Panthers allegedly are going to punt here. Will
say, do you fake it here?
Well, I've seen him do it. It's 4th down and 3. Rogolinski in punt formation. And they do fake it.
Hello.
And it's blown up.
Hang on the ball. He dropped the ball too.
Wow, wow, wow. And guess what?
Kashawn Jarvis.
Kashawn Jarvis again.
Big 99 getting in there, big body.
And you notice that Coach Littrell called the timeout before the punt, and I bet he warned his team. These guys are known for this.
Look at that. He was not even squared up and was able to come back with his big old body contorted. Reach out there, get his big old paw on him.
How many pick and pull collisions we gonna have here in the first half, man?
Hey, they played physical last year. It's not a surprise they're playing physical right now, man. And again, that was a big turnover on downs by O'Connor.
At the 33, Warriors going for a 2-score lead now. Meza bounces it, incomplete.
You know, Andy, and I think under the circumstances, that was the right call to go for it on 4th down. I agree with Coach Mileski. Don't agree with the outcome, but I agree with the play call.
Well, and I think, you know, tendencies and everything else, Coach Littrell does a great job. Like I said, he coached at the college level. He does a great job of, you know, researching and doing his film work and doing his film study on that. And
you got to go back to, you know, 10-year period on all the different fakes as they move early. This time they catch them.
You don't want to start doing that right here. You got a minute 37 here.
On the offense, number 52.
Oh, man. Coach Littrell looked at his left tackle there, Kyle Sargent, who's a great player, by the way. And I don't know if you heard him on our parabolic. He said, no, it's your fault, because he looked over and put his hands up.
Yeah, kids, they're, you know, the palms up thing, that'll make a coach's blood pressure boil. Be accountable to your own actions. That's a great life lesson for kids to learn. Yeah, it was your fault.
And he's a good player, too, Kyle Sargent.
But now, you know, make up for it. Let's go. Now what?
2nd and 15. Meza. Lots of time.
Watch
now
out.
Collapses around him, and he's running away, and Kyle Robinson gets to him. Gain of about 1 there from Mesa.
I thought Ryan Mason, number 11, was going to get to a backside and maybe get a strip. As Mesa started moving to his right here.
3rd down, 14 yards to go at the Panthers 37.
They're in no hurry right now, guys. They still got a couple of timeouts, minute 10 remaining.
Well, and then you got the other side of the ball. You got O'Connor still got timeouts too here. So,
when's the last time you've seen a David Molesky team
Never.
with 3 timeouts in the first half?
And he normally takes them all.
Usually in the first 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Mesa looks right, hit as he throws. This one is another strike to Holmes, and he's inside the 10-yard line.
Pass completion.
And it will be 1st and goal for the Warriors.
That's a heck of a ball. Again, I'm Antonio Mesa. I'm a fan. He put the ball in the side pocket window right there behind the corner and underneath the over-the-top coverage right here. You see the replay coming right at, nope, we're going away from us here. Great job. You see, he put it right in that window right there and put it only where the receiver could get to it, man.
He took a shot as he released that football.
Now 13 of 19 passing. Holmes with 8 catches. 1st and goal for the Warriors. Hand to Teal. Big hole, touchdown. He'll walk it in from 5 yards out.
Touchdown run, Aiden.
Do it in the air, get down there, do it on the ground. Giving everybody a little taste right there. Great job by the bigs up front, covering up bodies, letting Teal get into the end zone right there.
And this is after the 4th down stop.
Huge.
And that's a significant lead against an O'Connor team that is really built primarily on defense. As Riddick Gage comes on for the extra point. Excuse me, that is Henry Pence with the extra point.
No good.
But it's no good. So it's 20-6 now in favor of the Warriors. This is the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
The K-Lig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships, has in stock over 2,500 pre-owned vehicles and over 1,800 new vehicles in stock or in transit. Choose from cars, trucks, and SUVs, domestic or import. Every vehicle includes our low posted price and our no-hassle 72-hour return policy. So no matter where you live, we have a convenient location for your next vehicle purchase. The K-Lig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships.
After the 4th down stop, just 4 plays and 33 yards to score it. A minute 18 off the clock as well, and Aiden Teal with a 5-yard touchdown run, and now a 2-score lead. They do miss the point after.
Kicking off for the Warriors, 83, Henry Pence.
As Henry Pence will boot it away, and this one will go into the end zone.
Well, you're O'Connor right here. 22 seconds on the clock. You got timeouts.
The Panthers will get the ball, Andy, in the second half, so I don't know that you're going to see a whole lot, anything real crazy here, I don't think. You never know, though.
Andy, I had a question for you here on the sideline. I said, ask Coach Kelly what his favorite play is. And I said, that's easy. It's a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, that's best play in football.
There you go. Yeah. So,
Chain
crew watches.
Because people don't like it. But it's the most simple, high percentage, conservative play. They're going to go victory formation here to get out of the half and take it to the house.
Take a knee, and that will do it here. As Gabe will, well, they will head to the sideline. So O'Connor has thrown in the towel in the first half at least, and it's a 20-6 lead as the clock goes down 2 zeros now. We'll have both bands as well as our John Wayne Player of the Week. But first, Coach Josh Littrell and his team with a 20-6 lead.
Hang on one second.
He's talking to one of the officials. I don't know why, Gabe, that official seems to be more important than you.
I don't either. Got some pressing gas station bean and cheese questions I want to ask Coach Littrell.
Yeah. Well, he's getting his explanation.
Deep conversation. Coach, it's a typical knockdown, throw-out, Warren O'Connor football game. Coach, what do you guys got to do to pull this thing off here in the second half?
Well, we got to play 4 quarters of football. I mean, we've been in close games the last, couple weeks. I mean, Taft not so much, of course, but I mean, we've got to learn how to and team and.
All right, there's Coach Josh Littrell. His team leading at 20-6 here at the break. The Warren Warrior Band is coming up next after the timeout. You're watching the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
The K-Lig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships, has in stock over 2,500 pre-owned vehicles and over 1,800 new vehicles in stock or in transit. Choose from cars, trucks, and SUVs, domestic or import. Every vehicle includes our low posted price and our no-hassle 72-hour return policy. So no matter where you live, we have a convenient location for your next vehicle purchase. The K-Lig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships.
The BGC app, KSAT and TSB are delivering the best high school football Texas has ever streamed.
Hold on to this one. 85 yards.
We have the games, we have the technology, and it's all free. Over 100 games, highlights, and more. Bigger, stronger, better. This season, expect more. The BGC app. Experience the next generation of coverage. Powered by the Children's Hospital of San Antonio.
Northside Middle Schools prepare your student for the future in high school, college, and their career. It's where students find their passion in the arts and through sports. They explore languages, discover robots, and build solar cars. We challenge students through studies inside and outside the classroom and set them on the lifelong path of learning and success. Explore opportunity in Northside.
North Park Lexus of San Antonio has earned Elite of Lexus status for 27 consecutive years. And North Park Lexus of Dominion has earned Elite status every year since opening in 2016. Visit either North Park Lexus location this winter and test drive the all-new 2023 Lexus RX with its all-new redesigned sleeker exterior and more powerful stance. Available this winter at either North Park Lexus location. Proud supporters of high school athletics.
Welcome back to Ferris Stadium. It's halftime here on this Thursday evening. Warren with a 20-6 lead here in District 29 6A, a key contest. Bobby Stotzenberg along with Andy Skelton, and we're going to go to the bands here in just a moment. But Andy, some explosive plays, but some patience on offense as well by Warren, and then that big 4th down stop, I think, is the real difference maker in this game so far.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those deals where you try to make something happen on your special teams, as O'Connor tried to do there on the 4th down. Nothing wrong with that. You're down. You're trying to, again, try to take advantage of the fact that, you got your special teams that can make a play like that. But, hats off to Warren, man. They sniffed it out, and Coach Littrell called the timeout to coach his kids up on that. And again, that's a 2-possession game that we're looking at here at the half.
The Warren Warrior Band on the field getting set to do their halftime performance. Got the xylophones down below in front of us.
Look at you knowing your instruments, Bobby.
Yeah, man. And, they're kind of in midseason form as well. But I tell you what, Coach Littrell's right. I mean, they had the close loss to Harlan in overtime. They played Brennan as well as anybody's played them all year, minus Steele in the opening game. And really, they've only had one bad game against Taft. And Warren, despite a 3-game losing streak, Andy, they look to be a really good football team this year.
Well, and that's what Coach Littrell, it sounds like to me, it's the first time I've seen Warren play this year. It sounds like to me that's his Achilles that they're trying to get over, is to play 4 quarters. We play well enough to lose by 3 to Brennan. We got to be able to finish, and as a coach, sometimes it's very frustrating to get your kids to understand the concept of putting somebody away. We're in a society, everybody's got to be nice to one another, but there's times where you just got to have that little,
killer instinct.
Yeah, I'm trying to be politically correct here, but you got to finish somebody. When you got them down, you got to finish. Put your foot on their throat, and let's go. Put the nail in the coffin, so to speak, and finish. And there's nothing wrong with being nice, but when you're playing football, part of this game is designed to be played by men, created by men to be played by men. It's physical, it's combative. Football was invented way back in the day to get people ready to go off and fight in war. So the history of this game is the physicality of this game that needs to be 4 quarters. And at the end of it, when you're tired and you don't feel good and your guts hurt and your bruises got bruises on top of it, it's tough, man. And again, but if you played the game, you take pride. Any of us has played the game, we understand that. And that's the part that is this. It's these kids' times. This is their rite of passage to participate and be out there and win. And as Coach Littrell, you see his passion and trying to get his guys to come out here, Bobby, and finish and play 4 quarters.
All right, let's go to the field. The Warren Warrior Band. Outstanding work there from the Warren Warrior Band. There you see the band director in front of us as the Warrior Band performs here at Ferris Stadium. Warren leading O'Connor 20-6 here at the halftime break. Up next, after the break, we will introduce you to this week's John Wayne Service Company Player of the Week. You're watching the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
Have you been looking for a computer and electronics store that's right for you? Altex Computers and Electronics has been serving businesses and consumers for over 30 years. Altex has aisles and aisles of computer systems, laptops, network accessories, surveillance equipment, and thousands of cables and connectors. From computer upgrades and repair to complete system and network design and installation, Altex gives great customer service before and after the sale. Altex Computers and Electronics, your total technology store. Locations throughout Texas and altex.com.
I'm Rashad Wisdom. Coach showed us what it takes to win on the field and in life. You've got to have power and determination. You got to be fearless but smart with a focused strategy. That's what it takes to win, and that's what attorney Wainwright's got.
Wainwright Lawyers fight to get you the most money possible.
When life knocks you down with a car, motorcycle, or 18-wheeler wreck injury, get a champion. Wainwright. Don't wait. Call 8.
Call Wainwright now. 888-8888. Respect. Justice. Demand it. Wainwright Injury Lawyers.
The K-Lig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships, has in stock over 2,500 pre-owned vehicles and over 1,800 new vehicles in stock or in transit. Choose from cars, trucks, and SUVs, domestic or import. Every vehicle includes our low posted price and our no-hassle 72-hour return policy. So no matter where you live, we have a convenient location for your next vehicle purchase. The K-Lig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships.
We are here at Reagan High School where Lopez and Bush Middle School collide. They're the feeder schools for Reagan High School. Last week, Reagan got a big win over Madison, and they have our John Wayne Service Company Player of the Week. To present the award, we have Coach Fred Shaw from the San Antonio Gunslingers and Nico Thomas from the San Antonio Gunslingers, and this week's winner is running back Carson Green.
Oh, it's like, this the most important part, you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure the guys rally behind you, and especially being one of the older guys on the group, like they kind of look for me to let them know, like, hey, let's pick it up, or we got this. So I just bring that juice to the team, try to keep them high energy, and it helps, and it's been helping.
4-year starter, you know, even as a freshman, we knew he was a special kid coming in. Dynamic, you know, great personality on and off the grass. You know, Monday through Thursday, he's getting it going in the huddle, brings a lot of energy, and just a great kid to be around, and extreme competitor. You know, we always talk about root words around here at Reagan, and, you know, the root word of competitor is compete, and that's a verb around here. So he's a fierce competitor and loves to compete, and, you know, when the lights come on, he knows when to turn it on.
63 yards, man. I saw a lane. I took one cut. I was able to split 2 defenders, and just on my way into the outside, one guy to beat. Unfortunately, I ran out of space, but if not, then I was going into the end zone, and the next play was a touchdown into the end zone. Shout out to the O-line. We get it done around here. Yeah.
They're a true testament of the San Antonio community. You know, they're always giving back. You watch them; they're sponsoring, and you see them on the commercials, and that's for the kids. They're giving back to the youth of tomorrow. And you know, great organization. They're here almost every week. They're dropping off a plaque and a hat and giving back to the kids. And we're just fortunate this week that it is Carson. I think I know who I'm going to call the next time I need a new AC at the old Hamilton residence, because they do give so much back to not just our community, but, you know, the surrounding schools and the surrounding school districts. They're there to lend that helping hand.
I just want to thank everybody who's been supporting me and who voted, the hours and the nights, and all my family out there and all my friends. Much love to y'all. I couldn't be in this position without y'all, so yeah, appreciate it.
So once again, congratulations to Carson Green from Reagan High School, our John Wayne Service Company Player of the Week, and we want to thank Fred Shaw, the head coach of the San Antonio Gunslingers Arena Football, and Nico Thomas from San Antonio Gunslingers as well for joining us to present the award. Make sure you're participating in this contest. Vote for your John Wayne Service Company Player of the Game on all of our broadcasts on BGC and MeTV as well. And then beginning on Sunday, vote for your John Wayne Service Company Player of the Week. If your guess matches our selection, you can win 2 tickets to watch the San Antonio Gunslingers Arena Football beginning next April. Again, go to johnwayne.com to participate, a chance to win a $10,000 home makeover.
In Northside, our mission is to help every child succeed. That's why we want our students here every day so they can build relationships, discover their passions, and find opportunities. We know regular school attendance is one of the best ways to make sure students succeed in school and in the future. Help us make every school day count. Explore opportunity in Northside.
The BGC app, KSAT and TSB are delivering the best high school football Texas has ever streamed.
Hold on to this one. 85 yards.
We have the games, we have the technology, and it's all free. Over 100 games, highlights, and more. Bigger, stronger, better. This season, expect more. The BGC app. Experience the next generation of coverage. Powered by the Children's Hospital of San Antonio.
The K-Lig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships, has in stock over 2,500 pre-owned vehicles and over 1,800 new vehicles in stock or in transit. Choose from cars, trucks, and SUVs, domestic or import. Every vehicle includes our low posted price and our no-hassle 72-hour return policy. So no matter where you live, we have a convenient location for your next vehicle purchase. The K-Lig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships.
2023 San Antonio Gunslinger season tickets are now on sale.
Let's go Gunslingers, let's go, baby.
Reserve your tickets for the original professional football team in San Antonio, the Gunslingers. It's fast-paced, high-flying, over-the-wall professional football. Plus non-stop entertainment. Affordable family fun is what the San Antonio Gunslingers are all about. To get the best seats and prices, reserve your 2023 San Antonio Gunslingers season tickets now.
There you see the O'Connor High School band accompanying drill and dance teams that they spread all the way across the field here. A lot of kids participating at O'Connor High School, and it's great to see as we'll join them here in just a moment. Before we do that, let's take a look at the team compare here. In the first half, statistically a 20-6 lead, but Andy, stats don't lie in this one. It is Warren a considerable lead in total yards of offense. They have moved the ball well. I mean, you take away the turnover and it could be a much bigger lead for Warren, but they've looked very good in the first half.
Well, when you got quarterback Antonio Meza, he's 13 of 19, Bobby, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that's a 13-yard average, man. And again, he is so efficient with the football. And again, they're high percentage passes, and he does a great job deciding where he wants to go and throwing his receivers open. But that's a big part of that 168 yards right there is you got a quarterback that's really, really good at, making those smart decisions.
And talking about where he wants to go with it, how about Darian Holmes with 8 catches, 108 yards in the first half. He had 16 catches, Andy, against Harlan in that overtime loss, and he's on pace to catch 16 again. O'Connor's going to have to figure out what to do with number 0 if they're going to have any chance of stopping the Warren Warriors.
Or do something to disrupt, Meza, and that was our key to victory. And again, that's easier said than done. We're up here in the press box. We're not down there actually playing the game. It's, it's our job to kind of critique it and to analyze it. And again, it's not necessarily a criticism at all. It's just what needs to happen for O'Connor to climb back in this thing.
Well, before we go to the field, quickly around the area, Eagle Pass win with a 21-14 lead over Laredo Sicaroa. Clark and Churchill tied at 7 in the Gucci Bowl. That's a pretty good score for Churchill to be in that game against a really good Clark team. Bernie with a 35-zip lead over Memorial. Highlands 6-zip over Highlands at the break, over Edison rather, and of course here 20-6 more. Let's go to the field now and join the O'Connor High School band.
not even done yet, Andy. They got a standing go there deservingly. Yeah. There's the finish. How about the sax solo?
He was getting it. Little jazz.
Well, we are just a few moments away, believe it or not, from the second half. We'll take a quick timeout. We believe Gabe might be ready for the interview with Coach Molesky. They trail Warren, the O'Connor Panthers do, 20-6 here at the break. You're watching the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
It's high school football time, and John Wayne is right in the middle of the action. At the end of this game, one of the players will be chosen as the John Wayne Player of the Game. Go to johnwayne.com right now and vote for the player who you think will win. Pick the correct player and you'll win 2 tickets to a 2023 San Antonio Gunslingers home game. And just for playing, you'll have a chance to win the John Wayne $10,000 home makeover package. Don't fumble. Go to johnwayne.com and vote before the end of the game.
If I were telling my friends that were looking for a school, I would definitely tell them to come look at the options Northside has to offer.
Choosing Northside, again, provides opportunities.
So Northside has helped my son because it's been a safe and nurturing school environment for him. You can see the hearts in the teachers and just the compassion that they have for their students in helping them thrive in their education.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
Y100, San Antonio's new country leader. Alamo.
Back here at Ferris Stadium. A great performance there at the break by the O'Connor band and the Warren band for that matter. And the Warriors lead it 20-6. And we are set for the second half here. Gabe Farias working his way through the band and everybody trying in search of Coach Molesky. And Andy, I tell you what, there we go. Was you found him?
Yeah, he's on the bench down here by the big drum thing and those little xylophone.
He's hiding behind the xylophone.
Yeah, Coach Gabe found him.
Panthers back onto the field. This will be a big second half, Andy, for both teams.
All right, guys, I got Coach Molesky.
All right, let's go to David Molesky on the sidelines.
Coach, typical grinded out game here in that first half. What do you guys need to do to pick up the win here in the second half?
We just need to execute a little bit better and go out and find a way to make some plays.
Coach, best of luck. All right.
Matter of fact.
That was succinct.
Matter of fact, O'Connor does get the ball, Bobby.
Yeah, they need to go down and score here, guys.
Statement. Need to make a statement right here. And again, two possessions ain't much, but again, when you're a defensive team like O'Connor, it's, you know, you got every possession counts here. As you see Aiden Lotta warming up for the second half.
The Panthers 2-2 in district play, and Warren 2-3 in district play. Stevens 3-2, just a game above, a half game above O'Connor, a full game above Warren, and they're the next two opponents. So it's going to all be decided, Andy, in the next 3 weeks. But Warren, this is pretty much a must-win for them. For O'Connor, they still have a shot even if they lose this game. But I promise you, Coach Molesky would rather take the win if he can get it. All right, here we go. Second half is underway. It's a short kick that's taken at the 12-yard line. And a pretty good start of a return there for Daniel Adeni. But the coverage recovered pretty quickly there after an initial opening.
Well, and again, Aiden Laura coming out right here. They need to be efficient, on purpose, and on time here. Get first downs, Gabe, and let the rough end drag, so to speak, but they got to keep the ball going and keep the clock rolling.
Yeah, it's literally one step at a time here for O'Connor here in the second half. Get a first down, let that turn into another first down, get a score, and then get a stop, man. And I think that'll serve this team well in the second half.
Lara going to throw, has a man, and then almost intercepted and almost caught all at the same time, but it does go incomplete.
Yeah, Quincy
intended for Moreno.
Quincy Amos underneath it right there. He jumped it a little too quick. The ball was a little bit over his head right there, but he manages to get his hand on it and break it up. If not, that's all the way down the sideline. That's a great call coming out in the first half. That's a touchdown. Gets past that. Great job by Amos breaking it up.
Don't tell me this ain't a game of inches, Andy.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
2nd and 10. Lara hands it off. Good pursuit by the Warren defense, and a gain of maybe 3 or 4 that time for Bryce Moreno.
Yeah, and that's we saw about the 3rd or 4th time we've seen that student body right, pull people, give your back some options, picks up 3 or 4 right there, brings up a manageable 3rd down and mid right here.
Just underway, second half. The Panthers already a big 3rd down conversion attempt, 3 for 7 tonight. Low snap, Lara fields it. He'll fire it underneath, and it is caught for a first down. It was a little behind the receiver, but good adjustment by Jeremiah Hall for the catch.
Yeah, good job by Hall going down and getting it and not letting it hit the ground right here. And a good job by Lara stepping up. He's got pressure up the edge and gets it out there on the run. Fresh set of downs here for the Panthers.
Yeah, it wasn't behind him, but it was definitely low. And Hall did a good job of keeping it off the turf. Aaron Olivas, the running back, in the game now. Going to fake the jet sweep. Lara going to keep it, and he'll take it ahead for a gain of 5.
There you go, winning on first down. Great job by Lara. He comes into tonight's game leading rusher yardage-wise, and there you see why. That's a design quarterback power right there, a quarterback dart, whatever you want to call it, pulling a backside lineman. Had a lead blocker going in ahead of him there, and good job picking up 5 here.
Yeah, Aiden, a lot of guys, is a slow and steady quarterback. That's how they beat Harlan earlier in the year. They're going to need a lot of slow and steady here in the second half, get some points on the board.
Hand it off, and that is Hall. Maybe a yard.
Yeah, he had 2 to begin with, and then he backtracked. He gave up his forward progress, so he lost a yard on that. And they're going to say he got 1 on that one.
Net 1. Tackled by Gavin Fernandez. And another 3rd down.
And that seemed like it was an example of taking too much time to try and make something happen or let the block. I think if he's a little more aggressive, he picks up a couple more yards.
Yeah, get downhill in a hurry, and yeah, he backtracked a little bit and cost him a yard right here, but still manageable 3rd down here.
3rd and 4, Lara looks and fires, and it's intercepted. Could it be a pick 6?
Yep.
It will be.
There we go. We saw
touchdown.
That opportunistic.
Nate Robinson.
Opportunistic defense right there. He jumped it. Saw that one coming a mile away. That is a long pass in the air right there. That ball was in the air a very long time right there. And again, Nate Robinson's able to jump it if we see the replay right here.
Nate Robinson with a pick 6.
Andy,
again, they're throwing from the left side of the field to the right numbers, man. That is a long, we don't have a replay, that's all right, but it was a long pass. The ball was in there a long time. Robinson able to jump it and get down the sideline, man.
And I think he telegraphed that. He was looking at one receiver the entire time.
Well, that's just what he's been doing all game, quick release, but long time in the air.
The extra point is good. This time it was Chris Cardona on the extra point, and the Warren Warriors have extended their lead over the O'Connor Panthers 27-6. You're watching the High School Football Showcase, presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
Y100, San Antonio's new country leader. Alamo City proud. Mornings with Frito and Katie.
Got your hands up, you're rocking it.
your hometown country station. San Antonio's new country leader, Y100.
Well, that was the previous drive. We don't have a drive summary because we have ourselves a defensive score. We can pull that down. That's Nate Robinson with a pick six, 49 yards. And the defense, Andy, gets on the board for the Warriors. And we talked about how they were opportunistic. There's an example. Kickoff, Mejia on the return. Excuse me, Aaron Olivas on the return.
Well,
out to the 28. Well, if that last drive wasn't a must score for O'Connor, this one is, guys.
Well, Aiden Lauder and company, they got to get back on the horse and just ride. Nothing you can do about that, crying over spilled milk or whatnot. Get back on the horse and let's go. You don't have any choice. You got a lot of time left in this ball game. And, you know, you got the ability to bust big plays and get up in. You saw that first play they threw starting the second half. That was the right play call. They just got to get the ball on the spot right there. They score. So you keep pedaling if you're O'Connor's offense.
Panthers needing something good to happen. They'll give to Jeremiah Hall. And he weaves his way to the outside to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, it picks up about 4 right there. And again, that's their best run play all night, is that student body right, what we've been calling it, where they're pulling those backside pullers and letting Hall find a spot. And he's able to get upfield, turn the corner for 4 here. And keep pedaling.
Well, there's still a lot of time, so O'Connor has that going for him, but it's starting to get critical here for the Panthers. Warren now with a 3-score lead. Out to the left flat, it goes to Moreno.
And he falls down.
His knee went down.
Actually had pretty good blocking on the outside.
Yeah, he did. And I think his feet went out from under him.
Man, it's one of those nights.
Yeah.
Just
slipped down.
Well, in all fairness to that kid, I've slipped like 4 times tonight here on the turf.
And nobody's chasing you, are they?
Nobody's picking me up. That's even sadder. Just laying there flapping around.
3rd down, Lara steps up, fires it, and it is caught by Locke. That's going to be a 1st down.
There you go.
Will Locke.
They're tied in right there. Good-looking specimen at tight end, and a few Locks. We've said their names through the years wearing O'Connor uniform, and
he's a big target. They might utilize him more in the middle, like they did just there. 1st down at the 41. Lara fakes the handoff and drops back. Here comes the rush, avoids it, and throws one away.
Just trying to get rid of it right there. He's running around in circles. Great job up front by the front 3 of Warren.
I don't know that there was anybody out there. Was he outside of the box?
Well, Locke was in the vicinity.
Was he?
Yes.
He's on the field.
Well, no, I mean, that by nature puts him in the vicinity of the play. I agree, Andy, but I just don't know geographically on the field if I even said that right.
Yeah, geographically.
Must be that taco again.
Well, Andy's back, and I feel like I got to use big words even if I make them up.
They're going to chunk one deep. Too far. Intended for Jeremiah Hall.
Yeah, and they had Nate Robinson. He's in step-per-step pursuit there. The ball was out there and just overthrown. Trying to take a shot on 2nd down right there. Pretty good protection. He's able to step up. Little landmark route right there. Throwing it up, trying to see if they could get lucky.
O'Connor right at 50%. 5 of 10 on 3rd downs. Lotta drops back. They try a backside screen, and the Warriors waiting on it.
Well, you saw number 5 coming down here, Bryce Moreno for the Panthers. He was wide open. He was waving his hands, barking, yelling, trying to get Lotta's attention to come over here. That's a two-sided. That's a read play. He's got both sides he can go to. It's a 2-sided screen. Little bootleg here.
Andy, one of the things I've been real impressed with Warren tonight is their team speed, both offensively and especially defensively, man. These kids fly to the football. They can get beat on assignment, but they got the quicks to get back into a position, make a stop.
Gorgolinski lets it fly. It will bounce at the 25 and take a Panther roll, and
got a
out
flag.
of bounds at the 12. There is a flag on the play.
The referee threw it right at the punter here, so there was no contact though, so it's not going to be rough.
Guys, are you beginning to believe that Warren in that close game last week with Brennan was not an accident?
No, it's definitely not an accident. And again, Coach Littrell said it going into the half with Gabe, hey, we got to finish, man. We got to play 4 quarters. We're a good football team. It's just, the great football teams know how to finish and find a way, and that's what he's trying to get his kids to the next level here and take care of the game that's ahead of him. There you see Coach Littrell talking to the officials, but, Josh Littrell, he's been around 100 years. Not really that many, but as long as I've been around and I've coached against him, and, he's the ultra competitors are, and he's going to fight to win, and he's got his way of doing things, and his kids take on his personality. There you see his fieriness as well.
A couple of things.
Free kick, 4th down.
Number one, both of you guys look very good for being 7 years old. That's the first thing. The second thing is you got to understand, Andy, this team was 4-0, and then they went Harlan, Taft, O'Connor in back-to-back games. The Taft game, to me, is the one that's as confusing as any game and result that I've seen all year long. But I'm starting to believe that Brennan score was not a fluke last week.
Well, and Ricky State and the Taft Raiders, they're not a bad football team either.
Exactly.
And you got to play week in and week out in this district, so that's kind of how that game worked out. But
Real Zola fields it on the run and gets buried.
And they got beat bad by Brennan early in the season. But I know their quarterback was out that game. But again, just some weird scores in this Northside district this year.
And in hindsight, hindsight's 20/20. But again, Warren, really good football team. They're proving it here tonight, guys.
Well, it's one of those deals that, it's really, really hard to compare week to week and opponent to another opponent. This team played that team and lost by this many. That's not really an accurate assessment of a team where they're at, because teams grow, they have injuries, they have different dynamics within their starting lineup. All that stuff comes into a factor when you put a football team on the field on game night here. But tonight, yes, Warren is looking like a team that's for real.
Mesa going to throw. This is the first possession for Warren in the second half, and what a grab by Holmes.
And that guy.
He just jumps over the defender and makes the catch.
He finds the football. What is that, his 9th reception tonight?
9.
And again, Mesa just knows where he's at, man. I'm going to put it up there. He's a big guy. He'll go up and get it. I just got to put it in the neighborhood. I just got to put it in the hood, man. He'll go get it.
My goodness. 16 catches in one game this season. He's got 9 tonight.
He'll have probably that tonight. Watch what I say.
Can he beat his own record?
And if you're Mesa's not stupid. He knows where to go if he needs to. He's got the other guys too, though. But
going to throw it out to the left side this time. Cisneros with the reception. He gets carried to the 46-yard line.
And again, man, that's just tough to cover, and then he runs as well as any, makes one guy miss and goes and picks up 7 yards.
How many passes has Mesa thrown tonight?
That's 21 his 20 or 21st.
And how many bad throws has he had, Andy? Maybe one?
One that was off target.
Well, and that would have been a 96-yarder had it been on target.
This kid's in the zone, man.
2nd and 3. Handoff to Teal. He's hit in the backfield. And gentlemen, at this juncture of the game, O'Connor is they're in desperate need of a turnover or something big defensively.
Yeah, and again, it's not beyond their capacity to do so. As you see, number 28 who made the play right there, Aaron Manning, for a no gain.
The Warriors tonight are 1 for 3 on 3rd downs. They also are 2 for 2 on 4th downs. Mesa wheels around and throws it back the other way.
Oh, hello.
To Zola, and he's going to get the 1st down but take a lick in the process.
Ryan Mason said, "How do you do, sir?" They're running a little tunnel screen or a little slip screen coming back inside. I think he came a little bit too far back inside. Watch 11 come up here and kiss him on the lips right here. Wham! Little pick and pull.
Right in the sternum. I mean, right smack in the middle of the sternum.
That feels good as a tackler, too. You just get a little, kind of burp the guy, hear him burp, and
How about the tacklee, though? The tackler is great.
Well,
but
that's the hammer.
tacklee?
Either the hammer or the nail that time. He was the hammer.
First down at the 41. Jet sweep.
Hold on.
And going back the other way, Mendelez still going back the other way.
Now they're going to get a blindside.
And he's going to get all the way around the corner for a first down.
It's coming back. They're going to get a peel back block. They don't let that happen anymore. Even though the guy saw it.
Mendelez ran about 150 yards on that play.
Yeah, one of his linemen peeled back on another lineman here. And again, the lineman saw it here. Let's look at it. I don't know if you can see it because there's a lot. Anytime there's redirection, there's angles, and you'll see somebody. There it is. You saw the guy coming back. You get again.
Do you know how many times I got peeled back in college?
Don't get me started on that. Gosh dang it.
Like my right eyeball still twitches because of it.
It's only a matter of time before we do away with any kind of contact. We just wave at each other.
Hey, flag football, man.
We're going to wave at each other and play Madden. But
Sean Norris had a flag football reference a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but they're more contact and flag sometimes. But if you play it right.
I'm in a 50 and over flag football team, Andy.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I am. And like I said a couple weeks ago,
designated center.
I like my belly is so big. I just like kind of lift it up and put the flag under, and it stays securely fastened the entire game. It don't go nowhere. It don't smell very good after the game's over, I'll say that.
I can't unthink that.
But it stays, think about it, brother. It stays secure.
Now I can't unsmell it now.
Dang it.
Oh.
First down.
Mesa. This one's caught, but good, well defended. Real Zola with another catch.
Cortez on the tackle right there. And again, that penalty, that peelback penalty, all joking aside, that peelback penalty, that was huge.
Pretty big. Mesa now 17 of 23.
Well, see, it's second down, though, and there's a play there's a lot of open space in the zone here. Got a two-deep look. No, now he's going three safety look here for O'Connor.
Mesa fires this one and is caught. Good job of holding on there by Andrew Cisneros as he got popped.
Andy, there is not a lack of physicality in this football game tonight, brother. Let me tell you.
Hey, and there wasn't last year. This game has always been physical. These two teams, they getting after it. Combined tackle right there by Cortez and by Mason. Brings up third down and 12 right here. Run you a little 13, 14-yard comeback route. See if Mesa can thread the needle on time here. Let's see.
Third down and 12, Warriors. Mesa with time, gonna
just
chuck
take a
one
shot.
deep. And coming back, getting his hands on it, Real Zola couldn't hold on.
Or just throw it deep, Gabe.
That's it. Just
Mesa, man, what confidence by that kid. And the ball hit him in the hands. They had a shot at it.
That was a catchable ball, man. It was a tough catch. It would have been a tough catch, but it was definitely catchable. Giving your receiver a chance, man, that's all you want in your quarterback, and he does that very again.
He had it till he came down. The ball hit the ground and came out. He had it one-handed, and he knows it. Almost a great catch right there.
That might be Warren's first stop, maybe.
Well, no, this is their second punt. They punted from the end zone. Darian Holmes to punt, Bryce Moreno.
Yeah, when they flipped the field, that's right.
To return. And they come at it. Couldn't get there.
Look out.
Oh, that ball came incredibly close to hitting that O'Connor Panther.
Get away from it.
Skelly, they went for broke trying to
they were coming
block
after
the punt.
it. Why not? Why not? I mean, you got to do something to shake it up a little bit right
How
here.
did that not hit Bryce Moreno?
As a coach, that'll make you pull your hair out, man. I'm telling you. If you're not going to field it, get away from it. That ball is not round.
I think it was touched. It looked like it was touched at the 11. They didn't see it, though. Or did? Can we?
I love teenagers.
Well, might have been. So Panther ball, long ways to go. Down 27-6. Mejia wrapped up right away by Kashawn Jarvis.
Yeah, they're going to have a little bit of sense of urgency here as the clock's ticking down to 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Guys, this is a really good Warren team. I don't see a whole lot of weaknesses. And again, I look at that schedule and I look at that loss to Taft, and you just kind of scratch your head, Andy, but I guess those kinds of games happened.
And I didn't see that game, but I guess if I had to guess, I say turnovers had something to do with it.
Well, and maybe they had a bit of a letdown after that overtime loss to Harlan. Panthers going to keep it on the ground. And going to set up a third down. That time it was again Chris Mejia.
Good tough run right there, trying to get what he can get. And 3rd down and 4, 3rd down and 5 right here.
And Warren, Skelly, they've done a great job of just keeping them in front. I mean, they haven't really allowed a big play all night. O'Connor's had to earn even the 6 points that they have.
Yeah, it's tough sledding for the O'Connor offense tonight. Try to get you the 1st down right here. Don't hit the moon, just
Aiden
boom.
Lara,
There you
slant
go.
route, and is caught. And the splitting the defenders there was Phaeton, that was Bryce Moreno, my bad. Moreno with a catch.
Yeah, again, good job right here. High percentage pass, little slant route. Let him clear the window right there, put it on the money.
I mean, Lara's best pass of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you do in practice every day is short passes, high percentage, take what the defense gives you here.
Lara scrambling around will throw it away. It was caught on the sidelines by Maximus Moody, but
16 yards out of bounds.
Yeah. And honestly, Andy, that the whole keep it in front philosophy, that'll probably win you the game here for Warren. It's just don't give up big plays. And
Yeah,
you're
right
gonna be
now.
good.
Right now, yeah, you're sitting pretty if you're Warren. And again, the idea is you want to move a little sense of urgency here if you're O'Connor and try to, get some points on the board right here. Then you got to go worry about steal a couple possessions, however you can do it. Keep pedaling.
Fake the jet sweep, throw the slant.
A little off the mark.
Behind Daniel Denny.
Yep. A little off the mark by Lauda that time, but able to get his hands on it, but not secure it.
Guys, I know we got a quarter to go, but barring an O'Connor dramatic comeback, it's going to be interesting to see who we pick as our player of the game, because there have been performances on both sides of the football that are worth noting today.
Back to action here, 3rd down and 10. Lara tried to dump it off to Mejia as he's being sacked. And well, folks, we want to tell you that you can vote for that player of the game. Go to johnwayne.com. If your selection matches ours, you win 2 tickets to see the San Antonio Gunslingers Arena Football. JohnWayne.com. Jakari Howard, you see him there. He's had a big game. Kashawn Jarvis has had a big game. Nate Robinson in the secondary with a pick six.
Defense showing up.
There's 3 guys on the defensive side alone that I think are already candidates for Warren. Punt that is going to be taken at the 34-yard line, and the right sideline is open for Real Zola, but he can't quite get there. Still a decent return to the 44.
18 seconds left in the 3rd here.
Zola on the carry, stopped by Dominic Bosnia.
Again,
Attendance tonight, ladies and gentlemen,
Antonio Meza.
2,906, 2906.
18 seconds to go. One more play here for Warren. But guys, I'm impressed. This is a complete performance by the Warren Warriors so far.
Well, they got to get to that 4th quarter, and again, Coach Luttrell wants them to play 4. So, get through this 3rd to get to the 4th, and again, O'Connor going to keep playing. They got to find a way to get the ball out. And if they're going to keep throwing the ball around, they got to find a way to maybe roll up coverage and be tight, change your looks, which they're doing up top right here. So they got a different look right here that we haven't seen tonight defensively.
Meza to Teal on the draw play, kind of a draw.
Rip it out.
Stacked up at the 49, and that will end the 3rd. So after 3, the Warren Warriors on the verge of breaking a 3-game losing streak. They lead at 27-6. You're watching the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
It's high school football time, and John Wayne is right in the middle of the action. At the end of this game, one of the players will be chosen as the John Wayne Player of the Game. Go to johnwayne.com right now and vote for the player who you think will win. Pick the correct player and you'll win 2 tickets to a 2023 San Antonio Gunslingers home game. And just for playing, you'll have a chance to win the John Wayne $10,000 home makeover package. Don't fumble. Go to johnwayne.com and vote before the end of the game.
North Park Lexus of San Antonio and North Park Lexus of Dominion have over 350 used cars in stock, plus over 100 L-certified vehicles available. Each L-certified vehicle receives a comprehensive 161-point inspection and is backed with an industry-best unlimited mileage warranty, roadside assistance, and 2 years of complimentary maintenance. Visit either North Park Lexus location to select one. For your high school student or graduate, North Park Lexus, proud supporters of high school athletics.
Bobby Stotzenberg along with Andy Skelton and Gabe Padillas from Ferris Stadium on a Thursday night. And guys, I really felt like we were going to have a close game tonight, but Warren has really dominated this contest.
Yeah, they're starting to exert himself a little bit right here as we start the fourth at midfield. And again, being able to utilize the talents of Antonio Meza.
Are you eating Skittles again?
Yes.
Thanks for sharing.
2nd and 5, we start the fourth. Meza flares it out.
Look out. Look out.
That's going to be 6 the other way, and touchdown for Andrew Cisneros. A catch and run for 51 yards.
And again, guys, that's their run game. They're throwing that ball sideways to get it to a receiver. And Antonio Meza does a great job of putting such a velocity on the football. Get it out right now. Work your receivers outside, getting away, miss tackles by O'Connor, get down the sideline, touchdown. So they're not throwing it all the way down the field all the time in their passing game. That's their running game as well right there that we just saw.
That's a forward pass run, and I agree. Get your athletes, what are you saying, Andy? Get your athletes in space and let them make something happen.
No different than running the option and pitching the ball. It's the same concept. You get it outside.
Rick, number 9. Penalty being first start the kickoff.
What's he saying, Gabe?
I did not hear.
That's what I heard.
Kind of a meeker, an elderly Beaker. That's what I would think Beaker would sound like if he was an older man. Right? Yes.
You're making a Muppet reference.
That's a 78-year-old Beaker right there.
Hadn't really thought of that one. He's forever young to me, Gabe. The extra point is good, and the lead is now 34-6. Warren. You're watching the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on Me TV.
BGC app, KSAT and TSB are delivering the best high school football Texas has ever streamed.
Hold on to this one. 85 yards.
We have the games, we have the technology, and it's all free. Over 100 games, highlights, and more. Bigger, stronger, better. This season, expect more. The BGC app. Experience the next generation of coverage. Powered by the Children's Hospital of San Antonio.
Warriors continue their dominance here, guys. 2 plays, 56 yards on that drive, 49 seconds, and 51 yards. Antonio Meza to Andrew Cisneros to take a 34-6 lead.
Antonio Meza just improved his stats, 19-26, Gabe, 256 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Man.
That's an okay outing.
27 on the year, or 28. How many did he have to start the season, to start the game? 24? It's at 27 now.
Short kick taken at the, well, it was after a penalty. They had to kick it from further back, but still good coverage by the Warriors. And Denny goes down at the 32-yard line.
So the standings right now, guys, I think if O'Connor does have
there's the Rowdies
one ace in their back pocket, it's that victory over Harlan earlier in the year. And I know a lot needs to happen, Andy, and it's why they play the season out, but you could potentially have a four-way tie for third and fourth place in 29-6A.
Well, and you still got, don't forget the J Mustangs.
Yeah, the J Mustangs are still mathematically in it too, yeah.
Hey, they're still in it 2 and 3, so.
Garen Andrade has come in to play quarterback for O'Connor, drops it off to Hall. Hall in the middle of the field, 45 and 50. That's a good, nice play. On the first play and the first snap for Garen Andrade, he's another senior quarterback for the O'Connor Panthers.
And why not? Why not? You know, you come in, next man up, let's do it. Sharing the quarterback duties here in the fourth quarter. Good pass that time, picking up a first down. Again, sense of urgency right now as we see the up-tempo here.
Yeah, they got to go hurry up the rest of the way.
Yeah, they got to Indy.
First down at the 49, Andrade fires it across the middle again. Locke with a catch. 2 plays, 2 first down throws from Garen Andrade.
Keep the hammer down. Good route by Locke. Ball was on time right there by 7. A lot of confidence for a kid like that just coming in the ball game cold.
Yeah, he was 2 of 7 for the season, 14 yards.
Garen Andrade.
So he's doubled his pass output in the first 2 plays.
Well, Garen Andrade and Aiden Lara, they were in the battle for the quarterback position. Both played a little bit last year as well. Lara won the position, but now Andrade having an opportunity here. Going to throw for the 3rd time. This one's incomplete, intended for Jeremiah Hall.
Yeah, a little bit off the mark that time. He had a little bit of heat in his face. Just a little bit outside.
Is that a Bob Uecker reference?
Absolutely.
Just a bit outside. That's a good movie.
Showing your age there, Gabriel.
Dude, I'm old. Major League One. Back in 1964.
2nd and 10 from the 37. Andrade hit as he throws and incomplete.
Yeah, the Warren defense is just harassing. They're getting to the quarterback, and I believe that was Jakari Howard again that got in there, got a hold of the shoelaces.
Guys, this was kind of a do or die for Warren tonight. And next week on Thursday night, a game you can see on BGC, O'Connor's going to have their backs to the wall against Stevens.
Yep. Warren has a bye next week, so they're going to be able to get healthy. And
Andrade pressured, gets off the middle screen to Mejia. Short gain on the play, and guess who was pressuring him again?
Yep, that's Howard.
Jakari Howard.
I'm telling you guys, that kid has had a game today. Andy called him the disruptor earlier, and that's as accurate a description of an athlete as I've seen all year long, my friend.
He's listed a linebacker. They play a 3-3-5 is what they're based out of, but they've been running a 4-man front. He's just basically a stand-up defensive end, and he's in go mode. He's a one-way go to the deepest man in the backfield, be the disruptor.
Panthers going to go for it on 4th and 7. Andrade, 4-man rush, throws it underneath, but that's going to be short of the first down. Caught, but down at the 29-yard line, and that'll turn it over on downs as Moreno made the catch.
Yeah, didn't quite get across where he needed to for the first down right there. Nate Robinson and company. I'll tell you what, that Warren secondary there, they play well as a unit, Gabe, and they make some things happen as well.
Man, I'm telling you, this team across the board, Andy, I've been impressed. And it's rooted in just a tremendous amount of athleticism and team speed. You know, you kind of brought some light to my attention. I made the comment, I don't think they run very well between the tackles, but that's not their run game. Their run game is short passes on both sides of the field to make something happen there, just like that.
Right there's their run game.
Meza throws it out to the left sidelines.
That's reverse hole right there for me.
And that's Isaiah Davis with his first catch.
And again, you know, when you're up big in a ball game, coaches don't like it when teams still throw the football when they're up big. But again, when you're throwing the ball sideways like that, to me, that's not unclassy. That's not trying to be unsportsmanlike. When you throw the ball deep down the field and you're up by 50, yeah, that's kind of not cool. And I've been in the coaching business long enough to know what goes around comes around. And coaches remember So if you got a big lead, just run your clock out, give you guys some reps, and get out of here with the W.
Riojas gets the first down. Gabe, the momentum from playing a great second half against Brennan last week in a loss, that had to give the Warriors confidence and told them, yes, you do belong.
I mean, that and Andy's a sense that they played with a sense of urgency. They played like a team that had their backs up against the wall, knowing coming off of 3 losses, we lose tonight, and guess what? Our season is for all intent and purpose done.
Yeah. Well, their defense pitched a shutout tonight as far as touchdowns, so I mean that says something.
Meza fires it. Oh, another strike to Holmes, and Holmes off to the races.
Oh, yeah, they got these kids.
They're not going to catch him.
And that guy.
Darian Holmes with his 10th catch of the night, and that's a 59-yard touchdown.
His second TD reception of the night. And again, I'm going to put it on, that's number 11 right there, Antonio Meza. Great job throwing it. I mean, it's the same play, and they didn't draw up another play, Bobby. It's the same play. Just when to throw it and when to call it. And a little slant, open route. He takes it all the way across the field, the dead spot underneath the deep coverage. You run the top off the coverage on the backside. Those safeties are gone. A lot of room to run here. You see it right here. You see all those guys. Man, it makes
extra
it look
point
easy.
gets blocked.
Uh-oh.
And that will keep the score at Warren 40 and O'Connor 6. We have 8:43 to play. You're watching the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
Do you like going fast? Because I do. Hi, this is Jeb Burden with the John Wayne Service Company number 27 race car. I'm encouraging you to join the Fast Track to the Trades with John Wayne Service Company. Enroll in the John Wayne Academy for technical excellence today and change your life with a career in HVAC, plumbing, or electrical in just 90 days. Get paid to learn a trade. Take it from me. Get on the Fast Track to the Trades and call John Wayne Service Company 293-6700.
I'm Zakari Franklin. On the football field, my job's to do whatever it takes to win. Coach taught us we win the game with the right plan and teamwork. Your future's not a game. After a serious injury from a car truck wreck, how things turn out depends on having the right plan.
Wainwright Lawyers fight to get you the most money possible.
Get a fierce, experienced team of lawyers who do what it takes to win.
Call Wainwright now, 888-8888.
Don't wait, call 8.
Respect, justice, demand it. Wainwright Injury Lawyers.
Another quick scoring drive. They've had a 2-play drive and now a 3-play drive. That one taking all of 56 seconds. And Antonio Meza to Darian Holmes for 59 yards.
Andy, I know you hear phrases like statement win and it drives coaches crazy. I think this is a statement win for the Warren Warriors. They came out and they had to take care of business. And not only did they take care of business, they asserted their will in the rest of this district as they wind things down that they certainly belong.
Kickoff fielded at the 9-yard line. Coming out is Adeni. And guys, you know the turn. We had a 14-6 game. With under around 2 minutes to go in the first half. And that is when O'Connor tried the fake punt. And Warren stopped it. And then they were able to score after that. That stop on the fake punt, and it was big 99 Kashawn Jarvis who made the stop. It has been all Warren since that moment.
Yeah, that's when the gates opened and the separation started. And you know, again, I don't know if the wind went out of the sails of O'Connor when that happened, but it's been tough sledding ever since for the O'Connor offense here. Again, they haven't scored a touchdown all night. Credit to the Warren defense.
Garen Andrade. And their offense has put up 40 points, so it's hard to ignore that, but the defense has been phenomenal. Panthers going to keep it on the ground.
Well, the offense didn't put up 40. They had a pick 6.
Yeah, that
so
is
defense,
true.
Defense put up 6.
Braden Henning with his first carry. A pick 6 by Nate Robinson. Those guys that we're mentioning on defense, they're all part of our John Wayne Player of the Game candidates. You can vote
Jakari Howard.
Yeah, I
the
mean,
disruptor.
It's a tough pick tonight,
It
guys.
really is tough because you got some stats on the offensive side that are super impressive and some players on the defensive side that have been super impressive. Andrade on second down is going to run for it. He'll get the first down and gets to the outside and steps out at the 39 with a Panther first down.
A good heads-up play by Andrade right there. Nothing doing. That wasn't a design run or design run necessarily. It was quarterback draw. I was reading that sign right there, trying to figure out what that meant. But good job by Andrade going to get in the first down.
Well, I'm curious to know what that sign was.
I don't know. It's a banner hanging somewhere. Look for it. It had a bald guy on it.
It had a bald guy.
Oh, the guy that you went and saw in concert, Gabe.
Pitbull or whatever.
Jay Balvin or Pitbull?
Yeah,
Okay.
Pitbull sign.
Yeah. Mr. Worldwide.
Not much going that time. Guys, and how do you bounce back if you're David Molesky's team? Because you're not out of it.
No.
If you come back and beat Stevens next week, you're still right there in the hunt.
That's how you bounce back. You just go, you get after Stevens, and they're the next one. You know that's it. But, I mean, you can control that. And I promise you, Coach Molesky's going to regroup, watch film, fix things, you know, fuss a little bit, but then he's also going to hug them up and let's go. We got to keep playing, and we still got a shot.
And Stevens and Warren still have to play, right?
Yes.
The next week, the following week.
So, I'm telling you, man, it could get real messy.
Andrade slides forward. Took a little love tap there. They didn't drop the flag, so a gain of 9. Good job of not dropping the flag there.
Yeah, it's incidental. Sliding in high school, that's kind of a new concept. You got to be careful doing that. It's liable to get your head taken off.
I'm not a fan of sliding in high school.
No.
Gabe, you weren't a fan of sliding when you played baseball.
Because I couldn't. I tried one time to slide, and it just was this awkward thing where my knee hit, and I flipped over the bag and took out the shortstop. I think I injured him seriously.
Short gain, no gain, I don't think. They stop him on 3rd and 1. That was Jake Brilliant, who's listed as a receiver with the carry there. But nowhere to go, so it's 4th. Well, or do they give him a first down?
They give it to him.
That was a favorable spot, but the Panthers will take it.
So, Gabe, you're saying you use the old train wreck slide, huh?
That's right. The guy's name was Agapito Sanchez. I still don't think he walks right to this day. He was a shortstop, and my knee hit, and I bounced over, and I caught him right in the femur. Like, you heard the femur snap, like right. It was horrible.
Gabe thought he is sliding in a baseball game.
What's better, that or my Beaker impersonation? I don't know what's better.
Well, that's a tough job by Jake Brilliant. He makes the catch, and or was that 33 again? That was Braden Henning. Boy, he didn't want to go down, did he?
No, I tell you what, Connor's still playing hard, man. It's just
yes, they are.
One of them deals that's been worn tonight. You got some new bodies getting in there now. You know, some seniors and some, you know, get you some experience and some reps, and give other guys a shot right here when you got 5 minutes remaining in the ball game here.
2nd and 7. Andrade hands it off. Good running room to the right there. Tapia.
They're fighting, guys. They're battling.
Yeah.
Dylan Tapia. He got some quicks right there. Sees the hole, gets up in there. Little scoot to him right there. Good job making guys miss and picking up the first down.
Ball at the 39-yard line for Guerin Andrade and the Panthers. They'll keep it on the ground. Coming left. About 4 more.
Yeah, scrum.
I thought that was outlawed.
Yeah, we're getting a little chippy. Just get up. Pop up. There you go.
I thought that was outlawed. You can't jump on top of piles.
There we go. Now we're talking about being outlaw.
Dylan Tapia with a carry again, and the flag.
Yep, he got a point
sorted
right
out.
there. I don't think he landed though, but.
Is that personal foul?
They're gonna get maybe piling on.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing it in the parabolic mic. Coach is challenging.
Carry, flag on the play.
This will get Skelly riled up. If that's the call, I agree with the call.
No, I actually agree.
But-
I agree with it because I saw it. You know,
Guys-
if that's a rule, got to play by the rules, Gabe.
Let's spin this for Coach Molesky, because I know he knows this, but if they beat Stevens next week, they still play Sotomayor and Holmes. They'll be favored.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the
And they beat
defense,
Harlan.
number 25.
That's the key. They beat Harlan.
15-yard
And
penalty. Automatic first down.
Harlan's just play Taft.
That's going to be interesting.
I'm telling you, at the end, I talked to Carl Padilla before the game, and he said, Gabe, this thing could be a mess
Timeout. Warren.
for the 3rd and 4th spots in 29-6A if this thing plays out the way that it could potentially play out, which is, 4 teams tied for that 3rd and 4th spot.
Well, we'll keep it here during the timeout, and
Well, I'll add another one there, Gabe. I think, let's don't count out the J Mustangs.
Yeah, exactly.
And Gary Gutierrez and his staff. I know what I know. Those kids fighting hard too. So there's going to be a jumbled bottleneck down there at the 3 and 4 spot for sure here. Again, O'Connor knows what they know. Coach Molesky been doing this a long time. He's gonna regroup and do what he does best. And again, Warren just set themselves up in position to go into a bye week, get healthy. They got Stevens in 2 weeks. Both these teams have Stevens next. O'Connor has them next week, and then Warren has them after the bye week next week in 2 weeks. So Stevens is the pivotal team right here, Coach Boykin and company. So
Yeah, and Coach Boykin took care of the teams they were supposed to take care of. Holmes, Sotomayor, and I think they beat Jay also. So they've got those 3 wins.
And Jaya keep fighting, as you said, Andy, but, man, they got murderers row up as they play Harlan, Taft, and Brennan to finish out the regular season. Those 3 teams are all red hot right now, and we may have another red hot one now. Andrade hands the ball off there. That was a little wacky how that.
Yeah.
Zach Chernus with the carry.
Discombobulation right here, and again, you're saying Warren being red hot. They're not going to be red hot yet. They're just getting tonight. They're just getting heated up. They're going to get the coals burning during the off week, and then they could be primed to be red hot. Finish the season out.
It's like the perfect time to have a bye week right now.
It is, man.
2nd and 14. Andrade gets the handoff on the jet sweep off, and the big hit. Another pick and pull collision to finish that run.
That's Rainier Montalvo coming in there, 33 in white, introducing himself right here for the pick and pull. Let's look at it. Good tough run, good physicality, finishing the run here. Rearrange your front end right there. Pick a pull, home of your best parts price, guaranteed.
Zach Chernus on another carry there for O'Connor. 3rd down and 9. For the Panthers, they're 7 for 15 on 3rd downs. Andrade's going to hand the ball off to Walker McKinney. And one more play here, perhaps, for the Panthers.
So, is there a chance that this game could end with O'Connor not using a timeout all game long?
Ooh, that is history making right there.
I think it is.
We just witnessed history tonight.
Yeah.
Bobby.
My joke used to be that David Molesky never met a first half timeout he didn't like. He didn't use any of them in the first half. Little dipsy-do and a reverse coming, and that's going to pick up a first down. I think it's close, and it is a first down. Nice run there. Who is that? 81. That's the first carry that he's had. That was James Boteo with the run for the first down.
If I'm not mistaken, against Harlan, Andy, did he call a timeout in the first 2 or 3 plays of the game?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. He hadn't called one tonight. That's all right, but it's not a bad thing necessarily. It's just uncharacteristic and history making.
1st and goal, Panthers trying to get into the end zone. And they're going to try Boteo again, and he stopped at the 5.
Again, good tough run. We got some new bodies in there. Tackle made by number 80, Isaiah Davis, sophomore for Warren.
If you're Coach Littrell, you've had everything you've wanted in a game. You obviously you're going to come away with a win, and in a blowout like this, you get some kids that that you could call on late in the game, in a playoff game because of an injury. This is his best case scenario for this coach, and they're coming out of this healthy.
New running back Colton Chance in. He gets the carry, and he gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. I think the Warriors want to keep the Panthers out of the end zone.
Yeah, no doubt. And
they're not going to just give it to them.
You got some other guys in there, and I'll stand corrected. The tackle on the last play was made by number 90, not 80, Zaire West. I want to make sure I get that right. Give the kiddo credit. Making a tackle. We got 33 seconds here, and again, possibly last play here, unless O'Connor scores here.
3rd down and goal from the 5. Andrade's going to throw out to the left wing and into the end zone. Yes. Touchdown, right. Dylan Tapia. So the Panthers fight to the finish.
Tapia getting in the end zone after the catch right there. Great job. Great ball by Andrade.
Well, you play to the end.
You do, and that's not a surprise that they are.
Now Aiden Nunez, who has 2 field goals tonight, will try an extra point.
Here's what happens when you put subs in, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
the extra point team is still the extra point team, whether you're a starter or not. So they got to get their personnel right here. They got 8 seconds on the play clock.
And the extra point is no good. 40-12. We'll go ahead and keep it here. We'll Gabe will talk to we'll break it at the end of the game, but then Gabe will talk to Coach Littrell and also our John Wayne player of the game. There's Coach David Molesky. He and his staff, they have their work cut out for them, Andy. They got to beat Stevens next week to stay alive in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, and again, Coach Anthony Boykin and the Stevens Falcons are the focal point here. They're the team to beat to rearrange the standings for that 4th spot. And again, you got Brennan, Tav, Harlan, Stevens holding the top 4 right now. But again, Warren with the win. It's going to be exciting to see what happens here in the next 2 weeks.
Think about it. There's no clear cut who's going to be in the 4th spot. That's for sure. And it could be a situation, Andy, where we don't know who's in the 3rd spot. If there's another upset down the road here as we wind down this season, it's just fun to watch.
We still got Harlan and Tapp to play too. So
yeah, that's going to be one of our TV broadcasts next week. We got Wagner and Hayes. Hayes was undefeated up until last week, where they lost a nail biter to Canyon, but they're a very good team. Les Goad and his crew will visit Wagner. Jason Starron's got the T-Birds playing well. We'll be at Rutledge Stadium next Thursday night here on MeTV. Short kickoff. This is going to be fair caught by Holmes.
I'll tell you what, Coach Goad is one of my favorite guys, man.
That game may be over by about
I was gonna say
9 o'clock, as much as both of those teams run the ball.
This one is quick. That one could be quicker.
If you like running football, you're going to like Wagner and Hayes next week. And it's going to be physical, too. That's the other thing that's you can pretty much count on.
Nothing like a little fist fight in a phone booth.
And think about how good Smithson Valley has been in that district already. And Wagner played him within a touchdown.
Well, we're getting to almost to November football, and we got our first cold front coming in, Gabe, next week.
I was going to say, and it's still like 108 degrees down here.
No, it's going to be like, 60s, 40s, man. So, yeah, you're going to might have to.
Can I wear a turtleneck?
No, I don't think it's that cold.
Well, Antonio Meza has earned it, and that means he gets to be the victory formation quarterback as he snaps it and takes the knee, and the Warren Warriors in their 3-game losing streak in dominant fashion as they defeat the O'Connor Panthers tonight, 40-12. We'll be back. This is the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on MeTV.
Central Builders is an award-winning general contractor headquartered in San Antonio. Their construction projects include large-scale remodels, expansions, and ground-up construction. Their comprehensive service offerings, along with dedication to quality workmanship, make them one of the top contractors in the city. Central Builders is a proud sponsor of Texas Sports Productions. Call Central Builders at their San Antonio office at 210-590-0235 or visit them online at centralbuilders.net.
Y100, San Antonio's new country leader. Alamo City proud. Mornings with Frito and Katie. Your hometown country station. San Antonio's new country leader. Y100.
The K-Lig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships, has in stock over 2,500 pre-owned vehicles and over 1,800 new vehicles in stock or in transit. Choose from cars, trucks, and SUVs, domestic or import. Every vehicle includes our low posted price and our no-hassle 72-hour return policy. So no matter where you live, we have a convenient location for your next vehicle purchase. The K-Lig Auto Group, the North Park Bluebonnet family of dealerships.
2023 San Antonio Gunslinger season tickets are now on sale.
Let's go Gunslingers, let's go, baby.
Reserve your tickets for the original professional football team in San Antonio, the Gunslingers. It's fast-paced, high-flying, over-the-wall professional football. Plus non-stop entertainment. Affordable family fun is what the San Antonio Gunslingers are all about. To get the best seats and prices, reserve your 2023 San Antonio Gunslingers season tickets now.
Gabe Padilla standing down on the field.
Yeah. You know what I got? Well, you know what, coaches, you kind of threw a kick. Normally we interview the coach first, but why not interview both of you guys? Coach, right quick, big win for your team. You talked about at the halftime interview needing to play 4 quarters. Your team played 4 quarters tonight.
Yeah, coming out there at the end, Nate Robinson, number 25, I think getting a pick 6 right there in the 3rd quarter really set the tone. You know, we asked them to come out and play great defense in the 2nd half. We need to hold them to what they had if we could. And defense responded. Defense played a heck of a game tonight. Offense took care of the football, and good things happen when you do that.
Yeah, phrases that broadcasters use, statement game. This was a big win coming off of 3 straight really tough losses for you guys. This was a big win for you guys.
Yeah, a big win because I think that our school's only beat O'Connor not very many times in school history. So to come over here on 1604 and get this win, our community deserves this win. But the kids played their butts off. Coach Molesky does an outstanding job. His team always plays hard, but it's fun to come over here to Ferris to get the W.
Yeah, Coach, amongst a litany of great plays and great players on both sides, number 11 here had a big game for you again.
Yeah, he did good. He did good. He still missed some easy throws early. I think he just wants to pull my hair out. That's why I'm growing it out. But now he's a great one right here. Somebody, down the road, somebody's going to get a good one. But we got him for another year, so we'll keep rocking and rolling with Antonio.
Coach Central, congratulations and best of luck rest of the season.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate everything you guys do for TSP. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And now it's time for our John Wayne Service Company player of the game, Antonio Mesa. What a job. And you like spreading the ball around to several receivers, but I got to ask you, being a former offensive lineman, talk about the play of those guys up front for you.
They played great all night. First off, glory to God. He's the one that put me in this position. But talking about the O-line, they did good all night. Last year, I had an injury in this game, and they took it personal this game. So they played good all night, and I love spreading the ball around.
Yeah, and outside of a touchdown late in the game, your defense stepped up. There were a ton of kids that were up for this award. On the defensive side, talk about a unit that you have to face each and every week there at Warren.
No, yeah, for sure. At halftime, I had told them, I was like, you're going to get a stop. We're going to put this game away on offense. So that's what they did. They got us some points on the board. And then at practice, energy every day. They bring the energy since spring, and it's just made us a better offense overall.
Talk about your play tonight on the offensive side. I know you're a guy that gives the credit, but you had a pretty good game, and you've had a pretty good year. Talk about your play tonight.
No, it's a whole team effort. It really isn't me. We spread the ball around. O-line does good. Running backs, I don't know if you saw it, but Teal had a big game last week. So it's really everybody, and it's not just me.
Well, Antonio Mesa, you are John Wayne Service Company player of the game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
All right, we'll be back to wrap it up in just a moment. 40-12, the Warren Warriors, very impressive tonight over the O'Connor Panthers. This is the High School Football Showcase presented by John Wayne Service Company on BTV.
Do you like going fast? Because I do. Hi, this is Jeb Burden with the John Wayne Service Company number 27 race car. I'm encouraging you to join the Fast Track to the Trades with John Wayne Service Company. Enroll in the John Wayne Academy for technical excellence today and change your life with a career in HVAC, plumbing, or electrical in just 90 days. Get paid to learn a trade. Take it from me. Get on the Fast Track to the Trades and call John Wayne Service Company 293-6700.
I'm Zakari Franklin. On the football field, my job's to do whatever it takes to win. Coach taught us we win the game with the right plan and teamwork. Your future's not a game. After a serious injury from a car truck wreck, how things turn out depends on having the right plan.
Wainwright Lawyers fight to get you the most money possible.
Get a fierce, experienced team of lawyers who do what it takes to win.
Call Wainwright now, 888-8888.
Don't wait, call 8.
Respect, justice, demand it. Wainwright Injury Lawyers.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
The BGC app, KSAT and TSB are delivering the best high school football Texas has ever streamed.
They hold on to this one, 85 yards.
We have the games, we have the technology, and it's all free. Over 100 games, highlights, and more. Bigger, stronger, better. This season, expect more. The BGC app. Experience the next generation of coverage. Powered by the Children's Hospital of San Antonio.
Welcome back here to Ferris Stadium as we wrap it up here. The Warren Warriors with a 40-12 win over the O'Connor Panthers. And Andy, I tell you what, Coach Josh Littrell's team, they came to play tonight. They knew they had to win. And O'Connor did a good job of staying with them for about a quarter and maybe 2/3. But after that fake punt was stopped, Warren completely dominated this football game.
Yeah, Warren's defense, man, I tell you, they showed up when they had to. And again, hats off to Coach Molesky. Those kids, they're fighting their old tail off. But again, you take chances as a coach. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But a lot of it tonight had to do with the fact that Warren's defense played lights out when they had to play lights out. And again, we had lots of candidates on that side of the football for our John Wayne Service Company player of the game. But then again, you add the likes of Antonio Meza and company on the offensive side. That's a potent combination, man. So again, hats off to Coach Littrell. They get to go into a well-deserved week of rest and get healthy and come out and get ready to play Stevens in 2 weeks.
And what does it say about a team to lose 3 straight and have your backs to the wall to come out and put this type of performance together? Maybe their best game of the season.
Well, and that's what you do, and that's what high school football is all about. You don't always win, but you keep showing up every day. It's not always fun. It's not always comfortable. Show up. Keep showing up. Good things happen to great people, and you just keep showing up. And this is an example of what we saw tonight was an example of a team, perseverance of a team. You heard, I love Antonio Meza. I love that kid. I love the way he did not want any of the credit for tonight. It was all about his team and those guys. What an unselfish young man. And he just said, I'm just trying to distribute the ball and be a team player. And that's exactly what we saw tonight was a team win for the Warren Warriors.
And it wasn't that long ago that we were in front of these cameras talking about the O'Connor Panthers being back because they had the big win over Harlan. This is certainly a setback for Coach David Molesky's team, but they still have life left in them, and if they win next week, they're right back in the hunt. So this has got to be one of those foul 13s, and you get ready for next week.
Yeah, you got tonight to cry about it, but hey, man, this is high school football, and next game up, let's go. And again, Coach Anthony Boykin, he knows he's got 2 tough teams coming up, bam, back to back, and he's in good shape right now. He's in the 4th spot, but there ain't no guarantee. He's got to play the Panthers, and he's got to turn around and play the Warriors. It's going to be fun to see what happens in the next 2-3 weeks.
All right, let's take a look at the final numbers in this one before we sign it off here as the
Warren Warriors had some great offensive numbers. It was skewed a little bit because they had the pick six by Nate Robinson, but 368 yards is still a nice performance by the Warriors. They are a throwing football team, but in a running game sort of way.
Absolutely. Again, those quick passes out to the side, get the ball to the athlete, let those outside receivers block. That's no different than the old school toss sweep or running the option to get the ball to the outside, like I said. And again, Antonio Meza does a great job getting the ball out there and distributing the football. Like that's his words he used. He just spreads the ball around, getting the ball to different guys. And again, Holmes had 10 catches tonight. It was the main guy, but there was 8 other guys, I believe, that touched the football from him because of that. So that's totally a team effort. Congratulations, Coach Luttrell and his staff, persevering and getting these guys back on top and getting in the win column.
All right, folks, we are going to sign it off here. Next week, again, we will be over at D.W. Rutledge Stadium in Converse, where the Hayes Hawks, they used to be the Rebels, they're now the Hayes Hawks, coached by Lesko. They take on the Wagner Thunderbirds in a big district game between two teams really kind of vying for that second spot in that district. Right now, Smithson Valley out in front, but Hayes still has a chance to catch them if they can beat Wagner and then Smithson Valley the following week. So it should be a good one next Thursday night from Converse. Well, we'll sign it off here from Ferris Stadium. Once again, your final score, the Warren Warriors 40 and the O'Connor Panthers 12. For Gabe Fadias down on the sideline and Andy Skelton, my broadcast partner this evening, I'm Bobby Stotzenberger. Good night, and we'll see you next week and all day tomorrow on BGC.
Someone used my information to open up bank accounts in my name. It was terrifying, not knowing what was out there and what had been opened.
Watching your accounts or monitoring your credit may not be enough, but protecting your identity can be easy with LifeLock, a leader in identity theft protection. LifeLock monitors threats to your identity, and if an issue is detected, sends you an alert.
It was a big yes or a big no button. I clicked "That's not me," and LifeLock took it from there.
If you are a victim of identity theft, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it.
If something happens, you have somebody fighting for you. I don't know what I would have done without